Happy holiday weekend, Heat fans, on this magnificent Easter Sunday in Miami. Game number 80 this season, and it's the next chance for the Heat to step forward and take control of their playoff destiny. Tonight, inside the American Airlines Arena, a game that does hold for a Heat team that's already improved by 26 wins from a year ago. Welcome inside D. Wade's House of Thrills. Tonight, the third and final matchup this season between the Heat and the Knicks. And we hope you enjoy every bounce and basket in high definition right here on Sun Sports. And happy Easter Sunday, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed the weekend. And thank you for Miami Heat basketball. I'm Eric Reed, and now just 3 games are left in the regular season, and the Heat continue to get help from others in the ongoing battle for the number 5 seed, like Indiana's win over Detroit last night. But we're calling this a do-it-yourself Sunday for Miami, because a win here tonight would help the Heat in so many ways as the playoffs do approach. Now, here's what we do know already about the upcoming postseason. The top 4 seeds in the East are locked in place. Cleveland, Boston, Orlando, and Atlanta will get home court in round 1. Now keep your eye on the Magic. They've lost 4 of their last 7 games, and last night in their loss at New Jersey, Hedo Turkoglu sprained his ankle. Rashard Lewis sat the game out with tendonitis in his right knee. As for Miami, they're hoping to take a giant step toward wrapping up a spot in the 4-5 matchup with the Hawks, but it's still too close to call. Philadelphia plays at Toronto tonight, a game that tips off momentarily, and the Bulls are at Detroit tomorrow night. Now, with a victory tonight, Miami secures a winning season, improves by 27 wins from a year ago, and eliminates the chances of Chicago and Detroit finishing ahead of Miami. A Heat victory coupled with a 76ers loss in Toronto would seal the deal and send Miami to Atlanta for games 1 and 2 of round 1, which will begin sometime next weekend. And we welcome in the coach, Tony Fiorentino. Coach, injuries a factor not only in Orlando for the Magic, but right here in Miami for the Heat. The recent injuries to both forwards, Jamario Moon and Udonis Haslem, has forced Eric Spoelstra into altering his starting lineup. And that manifested itself Friday night in Boston with Michael Beasley starting alongside and they both provided quite the punch on both ends of the floor.
Eric, with his first start since late November, Michael Beasley pulled down a career-high 13 rebounds and recorded his 6th double-double. Coming off his 25-point game versus New Orleans, Beasley scored 12 points in the third quarter in Boston with an array of jumpers and an assortment of strong drives to the rim. An improved rebounder in traffic, Beasley has found a rhythm offensively, according to Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra. Jermaine O'Neal, the Columbia, South Carolina native, got off to a great start in Boston with 14 first-half points with strong post-up moves, finishing 8 for 13 from the floor, collecting 9 rebounds, and showing why he's the league's 5th-best shot blocker with 4 rejections. Now, looking at tonight, for the second straight game, these 2 guys will be the starting forwards, but with New York playing a smaller, quicker lineup, look for a lot of cross matches in this game tonight, Eric.
And Coach, Miami is still dealing with several injury issues. Dwyane Cook has played just 14 minutes over his last 2 appearances with a sore shooting shoulder. Jamario Moon sat out the Boston game, protecting that strained groin, and Dwyane Wade did tweak his right ankle in Friday night's loss at Boston. Outside the Heat locker room, we find Jason Jackson. Jax, happy Easter, and fill us in on the nicked-up trio for Miami.
Eric, thank you very much. Happy holiday weekend to you and yours as well. A not-so-happy day for Jamario Moon, as he will be out one more time with this right groin strain that has moved up into the abdomen area. He tried to get the coaching staff and medical staff to let him go today, but it was decided by head athletic trainer Jay Sable and head coach Eric Spoelstra that they were going to try to keep him out one more game. We look to see him in Atlanta on Tuesday. Dwyane Cook will return. He's available to come off the bench. He was hit on that injured right shoulder in Boston, but after treatment yesterday, thorough treatment yesterday, and today getting some shots in as well, he convinced everybody, medical and coaching staff, that he is ready to go. Dwyane Wade with that left ankle, he's going to play with some pain. He is ready to go. He did participate in the afternoon walkthrough. He'll be able to go in the starting lineup for Coach Spoelstra and the Miami Heat tonight. That'll do it for our medical report to Eric.
All right, thanks, Jeff. You know, in his last 14 games at home, D. Wade is averaging 36 points a game. And in his last outing against New York in late February, Dwyane had one of his most complete games ever. 46 points, 10 assists, 8 boards, 4 steals, and 4 blocks. D. Wade making the most of every moment in his best NBA season yet.
The moment they count you out.
Wade went for elbow by Gallinari right in the face, and Wade is still down.
That's when you show them you're all in.
Dwyane Wade, don't get him mad. To Wade, open three. Yes! Wade drives in, beautiful finger roll. The lob for Wade, what a play! Here's Wade for the jumper. It's good.
There it is, baby.
Here's Wade, comes back with two more. Unbelievable.
Great moments live forever right here on Sun Sports.
Here's a Toyota Drive Smart tip. Lighter vehicles have better fuel economy. Minimize the amount of luggage you carry in your vehicle. Toyota, moving forward.
Why a Toyota Tacoma? It's tough. It's got a powerful 236 horsepower V6 engine that can pull up to 6,500 pounds, and an unbustable composite inner bed with steel outer panels. I guess the only thing not tough about the Toyota Tacoma is deciding whether to buy it.
Nothing compares to the Toyota Tacoma, the best-selling compact pickup truck in America. Visit your Toyota dealer today and get $2,200 in total savings on new 09 Tacoma double cab models. Toyota, moving forward.
Wing lovers, get ready. Checkers got wings. Real wings. Big, meaty, crazy good. Checkers' new classic wings. Sauced and hand-tossed. Crispy outside, juicy inside. Asian kick, honey barbecue, buffalo, and more. Ooh, yeah. For wings this good, there's only one place to go. You gotta eat. Little place, big taste.
That's Checkers.
All right, sports fans, it's time to find Geico's #1 fan. Tonight's winner will receive Geico t-shirts, hats, and an upgrade to courtside seats, and could star in a real Geico commercial. Let's see who it's gonna be. It looks like we have a winner. Yes, we do, folks. How about that? Congratulations. And remember, saving money at Geico.com, so easy a caveman can do it.
There's a need for catching throughout baseball, and if you find good catching, you better hold on to it. I think they need to be mentally tough and know the game.
Sun Sports is your home for the Miami Heat.
To the doubters, the haters, the naysayers.
The ones who lost faith and said so.
To my hometown.
305.
For the fans, from courtside to uptown.
For my team and for myself.
That I'm not just as good as they say I am, I'm better. I want to prove that hard work pays off.
That no one works hard.
Michael Beasley was born to play this game.
I want to prove that I am the MVP.
That's David Lee of the New York Knicks. He was the last pick in the first round back in 2005. He's going to be much more coveted than that when he hits the open market as a restricted free agent this offseason. David Lee leading Dwight Howard by one double-double in the race for the most of those in the NBA this year.
Lately, I'm seeing a lot of commercials with car companies comparing their cars to a Toyota Camry, saying it's as dependable as a Camry or as stylish as a Camry. All this talk got me thinking, instead of driving a car that has a lot of things like a Camry, why wouldn't I just buy, well, a Camry?
Nothing compares to the Toyota Camry, the #1 selling car in America. Visit your local Toyota dealer today and get $1,000 cash back on new 2009 Camry models. Toyota, moving forward.
Excuse me, do you know the way to Route 70?
Nope.
What is that?
That's the money you could be saving with Geico. Poor fella. Must have been following you for miles. Looks tired. Tell me who's watching.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Presenting the Ultimate Rewards Players Club at the Miccosukee Resort and Gaming. Now available for players 18 years or older. Rewarding yourself has never been easier. Join today and start enjoying the benefits.
Miami Heat basketball on Sun Sports is brought to you by Toyota's Value of Saving event going on now. Hurry into your local dealer today. Toyota, moving forward. By Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers. And by Headquarter Toyota, where you'll feel like you bought from the factory. Conveniently located off the Palmetto and 57th Avenue.
Happy Easter Sunday, Heat fans. Welcome back to American Airlines Arena, where the Knicks and Heat will play some NBA basketball for you. Here are the starting lineups. Kuba still in that starting five, along with Jermaine O'Neal and Michael Beasley. Mario Chalmers and Dwyane Wade round out the starting five for Coach Spoelstra. As for those balling for Mike D'Antoni, up front, a man we will focus in on in a moment, David Lee, Jared Jeffries, and Al Harrington in his 11th NBA season. In the backcourt, Chris Duhon and Wilson Chandler. It's time for the Sun Sports Spotlight, and we chomp down on the Gator, David Lee, for today's proceedings. In his 4th season, Lee has been called upon to be a frontline player for the first time and has answered that call by averaging a double-double of 16 points and nearly 12 rebounds a game, while starting more games this season than his first 3 combined. Speaking of double dips, Lee leads the NBA with 63, the latest coming Friday night in a win over the Magic. And just another note of Lee's improvement in connection with opportunity. You see those 63 double-doubles. The man had 56 in his first 3 seasons overall. As for the business of Lee, on July 1st, he and Nate Robinson will become restricted free agents. You heard Eric talk about it before we came back. Word is Lee is looking for a deal worth $10 million a season, while the cap-conscious 2010 free agent Mark Focused Knicks look only to spend 10 to 11 millions combined if they decide to re-sign both Lee and Robinson. Now, Lee says he wants to stay in New York. Everybody that is a Knicks official has gone on record saying they'd like to keep Lee, but the summer free agent activity will tell the real story, because the offer sheets will surely be coming in at a higher price for David Lee. Almost time for the tip, so here's the Papa John's pre-tip of the game. Taste a large Papa John's Ultimate Pepperoni Pizza for just $11.99, a huge value for double the pepperoni on a crispy, thin crust, just $11.99. Call or click papajohns.com today. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. Knicks and Heat on the hardwood in the Heat's house. Here's a minute that'll call the game for you. The coach, Andy Reid. Gentlemen.
Afternoon, Jacks. Early good evening, Heat fans. This should be a lot of fun. The Heat and the Knicks, a revival of the best rivalry the NBA had seen in the decade gone by of the 90s. But this isn't a throwback. This is a focus in on the present game, not even looking forward to the future. Eric Spoelstra says 100% of our attention is on the New York Knicks. Miami looking to bring energy and looking to leave with a victory.
It's not a close, it's not a must-win for the Heat tonight, but it's close to it.
Our officiating crew assigned by the NBA, Tony Brothers, Kevin Fair, and Scott Wall. Well, off we go, South Florida, on what should be an intriguing Miami Heat NBA adventure. David Lee against Jermaine O'Neal. 3 for Yakuba. And the rebound of David Lee, who all season long has been on that Spalding diet, gobbling up rebounds. Lee, besides leading the league in double-doubles, is 3rd in the NBA with almost 12 rebounds a game. Because this guy much improved too. Al Harrington, a guy that has fit right into Mike D'Antoni's offensive-oriented system. Jared Jeffries knocks in the jumper. The 7-year veteran from Indiana, guy that has battled through injury problems, but a very good team defender for New York.
No doubt, he's more rebounding than he is an offensive player.
And look at Jeffries right now in a cross match against the point guard Chalmers, who takes liberties with the open jumper. And coach, important for Mario to get off to a good start. He's had 4 games in a row where he struggled offensively, just 8 of 31 shooting and only 6 points a game in the last 4.
He's strong-minded and strong-willed, Eric. He's going to come back from that because he believes in himself. He's got a lot of confidence. You expect him to have a good game tonight.
Wilson Chandler, one of the bright spots in an otherwise very dim season for New York. Triples for the 102nd time this year. And coach, that is your biggest fear when you go against New York. They're one of the most active three-point shooting teams in the league. Wade comes up short from downtown. Remember the last time the Knicks came here, Miami did win, but New York tripled 16 times in that game.
Yeah, speaking of threes, Eric, the Heat are the 28th ranked team in the NBA at a 30 guarding the three-point line. So that's something that can be a bad situation for the Heat tonight.
Here's Wade on the drive. That would have been good if it went. Wade will go to the free throw line. Wilson Chandler, the second-year man out of DePaul, picks up the foul.
Dwyane Wade sees a lane to the basket. He gets there quicker than the defense can adjust. Draws contact, gets to the line.
The New York Knicks coming in 18 games under 500 at 31 and 49. It'll be the 8th straight losing season for New York, and no playoffs for the 7th time in the last 8 years. Mike D'Antoni left Phoenix to sign a 4-year, $24 million deal to coach New York. And while the Knicks have struggled over the last 4 years, averaging just 28 wins, D'Antoni in that time was averaging 58 victories as the head man in Phoenix. Tony, we talked to him before the ball game. He feels pretty good about his first year in New York. When I asked him what he felt best about, very interesting what he said. He mentioned two names, the injured rookie Danilo Gallinari and the second-year man Wilson Chandler. He is very high on both of them.
He also mentioned he likes the direction that the franchise is going. He spoke very highly of Donnie Walsh, who's the head of basketball operations for the Knicks, and they feel very confident that they're going to get this thing turned around in the next couple of years.
Here's Michael Beasley, the short pop. He bounces right to Jermaine O'Neal with a Heat up by 2. Jermaine O'Neal coming off an effective game in Boston. He had 16 points to go along with 9 rebounds. O'Neal has been in double figures in 16 of his last 17 Miami outings.
Second chance points right there.
Well, this ball game even at 5 now. Beasley on Jared Jeffries. That's the defensive matchup Miami wanted, and Beasley picks up the foul. Coach, it was very interesting to me to hear Mike D'Antoni gush about Danilo Gallinari. Gallinari's only played in 28 games during his rookie season due to back problems. He loves him, a 6'10" guy that could knock down threes. He's a natural 3. But he was talking more about Gallinari as a defender, which surprised us.
Yeah, me too. But one thing I asked him about, because I had noticed in a couple of Knicks games that Gallinari came through in the clutch when the game was on the line. He wanted the ball. He buried some shots. I asked him if that's a quality the kid has. He goes, yes, absolutely. That's something you can't teach someone, to be able to want to take that shot at such a young player and then bury it.
Well, Gallinari averaging 6 points a game this year when he played. On 45% shooting, he made 44% of his threes. I hope you're watching tonight's game in high definition, and the picture is crystal clear for you for a list of cable and satellite providers offering Sun Sports in HD along with channel numbers. Log on to sunsportstv.com. Oh, what a play by Wade.
Oh, man. He got up the court quickly, didn't he?
Well, the ball game even at 7. We've played 3 minutes here in the first quarter. Al Harrington over Diawara on the turnaround. And that's another great-looking rebound for Wade. And when your superstar comes out focused, the trickle-down is always a good one.
Showing no ill effects of that ankle that he turned the other night in Boston. And there you go, Beasley scoring in transition. Secondary break for the Heat. Beasley burying the 3.
28th triple this year for Michael Beasley. The Heat have a 3-point lead. An 8-2 run here in the early moments of the game for Miami as Lee puts it on the floor and Beasley pulls it down. Mario Chalmers starting all 80 games for Miami. A rookie season for him where he set a Heat record for rookie starts, steals, and triples. Not bad. O'Neal hanging, missing, and he'll go to the strike.
That was a pretty move. He would have got a shot blocked if he went straight up. He hung in the air, as you said, Eric. Drew the foul, gets to the line. Showed some athleticism on that move.
First foul on Jared Jeffries, second against the Knickerbockers. The 6'11" Jermaine O'Neal, who had 4 blocked shots at Boston. Coach, the rebounds have... Rebounds were tough for O'Neal to get early on in the season, Tony, but it seems to have improved. He's had 6 rebounds or better in 6 consecutive games.
I think his knee's getting stronger, Eric. As he goes along, you know, he's shown signs of breaking out of that little malaise of rebounding. He's rebounded his whole career, and you expect him to do that job. He's doing a good job offensively and blocking shots. It was the rebound that was slacking off.
Now the three missed by the point guard Duhan. Another rebound for Beasley. Beasley already with 3 Heat rebounds. Here's Wade driving on Chandler all the way in.
Pretty move again. When Wade gets a full head of steam, puts his shoulder down, very difficult to stop. D-Wade finishing with the left that time.
9 unanswered points for Miami and a lead of 7. The former Duke Blue Devil Chris Duhan pickup from the Chicago Bulls. This is Chandler driving in. Great defense by Jermaine O'Neal. Lee finds Chandler for the score.
Oh, man. About Lee, one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA, averaging 3.2 offensive rebounds a game.
Wilson Chandler already 7 points for New York. Jermaine O'Neal pitching out. Diawara for 3. It's short. And the rebound taken by Beasley. Took it away from Harrington, who knocked it out of bounds.
Eric Spoelstra wanted this team to feel the urgency of this game, and they've come out here very focused at both ends of the floor. Beasley just didn't give in to this rebound. Harrington had position. Beasley got it over the top.
Well, very positive sign for Beasley. Already 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, Coach Spoelstra mentioned how he's rebounding better in traffic, and he showed it again tonight. D-Wade buries the jumper as he's falling down off balance.
7 points for Wade, a 7-point lead for Miami.
You can see the energy of the Heat at both ends of the floor. They're exuding it.
Harrington, give and go. Jeffries with an easy jam. 4 points for Jared Jeffries.
Yeah, that was pretty. Got Beasley out of position that time defensively.
Chalmers setting up, right wing. Looking to get it to Jermaine O'Neal. Mario drives it in on Jeffries. Got the bucket and the foul.
Boy, how pretty was that? You know, he made a jumper over Jeffries earlier, Eric. Jeffries had that in his mind, I think, when Chalmers raised up, set this drive up. Watch this again. Comes off. As he caught it, Jeffries kind of was waiting for him to shoot it. And I think Chalmers noticed that, went by him, and finished strong.
Jared Jeffries goes out with his second foul. Nate Robinson checks in, and you just enjoyed your first Marooney.com netcam replay of the night. South Florida, when you need a car, truck, or van, who are you going to call? Call 1-877-MAROONEY. Mario Chalmers completes the three-point play. Coach, after struggling from the free throw line as a team at Boston when they missed 9, tonight the Heat have hit 4 of their first 5. David Lee misses from the top. Michael Beasley with his 5th rebound in this first quarter. Heat ahead by 8. Wade, nice entry to Jermaine O'Neal. And it drops off to David Lee. 3rd rebound for Lee. And this is Chris Duhan, the 5th-year point guard. Nate Robinson, the energizer off the bench. The number 2 off-the-bench scorer in the NBA this year, behind only Jason Terry of Dallas. Lee blocked by Beasley, but David Lee on the 2nd try.
That's 2 offensive rebounds already for Lee that were caroms off of blocked shots or missed, a missed shot.
David Lee in the first 2 games against Miami had averaged 17 points and 12 rebounds. In those first 2 outings against the Heat, he made 13 of his 17 shots.
Here's a Toyota Drive Smart tip. Obey the law. Saving gas is as simple as driving slower and maintaining the posted speed limit. Toyota, moving forward.
Why a Toyota Tacoma? It's tough. It's got a powerful 236 horsepower V6 engine that can pull up to 6,500 pounds. And an unbustable composite inner bed with steel outer panels. I guess the only thing not tough about the Toyota Tacoma is deciding whether to buy it.
Nothing compares to the Toyota Tacoma, the best-selling compact pickup truck in America. Visit your Toyota dealer today and get $2,200 in total savings on new 09 Tacoma double cab models. Toyota, moving forward.
There's a need for catching throughout baseball, and if you find good catching, you better hold on to it. I think they need to be mentally tough and know the game.
Sun Sports is your home for the Miami Heat.
People say you shouldn't.
Show them why you should.
Here's the matrix. People say you can't.
Show them why you can.
Beasley with a...
When people say you won't,
show them why you will.
Another steep watch it again.
New head.
Then there will be no doubters.
Inside, got it and fouled. Oh, what a play by Wade. right, left, middle. He was everywhere.
Friday night in Boston, Michael Beasley scored 23 points. That helped vault him past G-Money, Glenn Rice, into the number 4 spot among Heat rookie scorers in the 21-year franchise history of the Miami Heat. In his second start in a row, Beasley off to another impressive beginning, Coach.
He's done a great job tonight. He hit the 3 in transition in the secondary break. He's gotten 5 rebounds already tonight. Doing a good job getting on the boards. We mentioned that Coach Spoelstra likes the fact that he's rebounding in traffic. That's one right there where he didn't have position, but he got the rebound with those great hands that he has.
Eric Spoelstra said right now our only option is to play him, and with the injuries, it's allowing Beasley to play through his mistakes defensively. He's getting the much-needed reps. He's been very effective in post-ups and pick and rolls and continues to progress on the defensive end. But Eric Spoelstra said these are critical minutes Michael Beasley's playing. His 13 rebounds in Boston, a positive step. And Spoelstra said now is no time to back up. 5.5 minutes remaining, first quarter here in Miami. Alongside the coach, Tony Fiorentina, and Jason Jackson, this is Eric Reed. Dwyane Wade, great pass. Jermaine O'Neal with a catch in traffic, and he was stripped by Wilson Chandler.
He was behind the backboard with 3 blue shirts around him, so tough situation there.
Nate Robinson hoists a 3-ball, and Jermaine O'Neal brings it down. Well, the Knicks have already hoisted 5 triples. They've only hit on 1. Here comes Wade flying in. Wade playing at a different speed this afternoon.
No doubt, and a lot of the Knicks players just got out of the way that time. That was Ole defense.
9 points for Dwyane Wade, and the Knicks have made a habit of almost no defense. They rank 28th in a 30-team league in both points allowed and field goal percentage defense. So no improvement for the Knicks from last year to this. They're one of the league's worst defensive teams. Chalmers missing from deep, and the rebound down to Quentin Richardson. Quentin Richardson, the 9-year veteran from DePaul, man who's averaging 10 points a game. Chalmers with a steal. Here comes Wade. Wade against Chandler. Open 3 for Mario. Kaboom!
Oh, man, you could tell the rhythm that he has in his shot tonight. He was surprised he missed that last one the last time down, but he buried that one. D. Wade with another assist.
Well, the Heat backcourt of Wade and Chalmers have combined for 17 points on 7 of 9 first-quarter shooting.
You know, one of the ways you lead, Eric, the way D. Wade does all year long, is to show your team how important this game is by playing at such a high level energy-wise, and that's what D. Wade has done tonight, coming right out of the timeout, right out of the tip.
Meanwhile, Wilson Chandler has scored 9 pretty quick points for New York. Here's Wade driving on Chandler, setting up Jermaine O'Neal. 6 to shoot for Miami. This is Yakuba from 15. It drops. All 5 Heat starters in the scorebook. Miami for the second time ahead by 11.
That's what Yakuba's been working on, that mid-range jump shot. People know, opponents know he can shoot the 3. You got to be able to take a guy off the dribble and shoot the mid-range shot.
Pick and roll for David Lee. Swatted away by Jermaine O'Neal.
How about the energy again of the Heat? Good interior defense. Terrific.
Here's O'Neal backing in on David Lee, handing off to Yakuba. And a loose ball picked up by Chalmers. The Heat playing with big-time hunger here in the first quarter. Beasley just inside the arc. Bottoms up for Michael. 5 points for Beasley, a 13-point lead for Miami, and a timeout to New York.
Leading the Heat is the backcourt, the starting backcourt of the Miami Heat. Showing the way tonight, Mario Chalmers and Dwyane Wade. Watch Chalmers hit Wade right here. Wade knows what to do. We know that. And Wade returns the favor. He takes a tough drive to the rim, draws all the blue shirts. Chalmers buries it. Heat up 13 here early in the first quarter.
Sun Sports is your home for the Miami Heat. Michael Beasley and the rest of the Heat travel to Atlanta to play against Joe Johnson and the Atlanta Hawks. Heat Hawks, Tuesday at 7 on Sun Sports.
Feel to send an expert.
A walking, talking, know-it-all.
Expert. A guru. How about Wu? Wu will do.
Where to?
First stop, Peru.
Then send Wu to Kathmandu.
What's next?
Timbuktu.
And area code 212. So Timbuktu, Kathmandu, Peru in 212?
All by 2:30.
Not a problem.
Need an expert? Push a button. That's the human network effect. Learn more at cisco.com/newways.
There's a need for catching throughout baseball, and if you find good catching, you better hold on to it. I think they need to be mentally tough and know the game.
I don't even want to talk about with our guys, and I don't want to hear about it. Mention it. It's not about rest. It's not about how early we can get this thing done so people can rest or so we can find out who we're playing. Our focus needs to be 100% on the Knicks tonight. That's it. We have to bring our best effort, our best energy. We have to get ready to play this game and not be concerned about all the other details right now. All that stuff can just sap your energy, sap your focus, and distract you. That's really for the fans and for you guys because it is.
And Miami opens the evening, 5th in the East, a game up on Philadelphia, a game and a half ahead of Chicago, and 2.5 ahead of Detroit with 3 to play. A victory tonight would guarantee the Heat a winning season, and any chance of Chicago and Detroit of finishing ahead of Miami. A Heat win, combined with a Sixers loss at Toronto tonight, would clinch number 5 for Miami. But one play at a time here in this ball game as Wilson Chandler is off to a terrific start. He has 11 points for New York. Dwyane Wade has 9 for Miami. Chalmers with 8. And Michael Beasley already 7 rebounds. Wade got the basket and the foul. D. Wade has it dialed in right from the very first moment tonight.
Oh, man, again, showing leadership, coming right out from the tip. He gets the contact, concentrates, finishes, gets to the line. He may be the best in the league at that.
Wilson Chandler picks up his second foul as Daquan Cook comes into the game for Miami, sitting down Mario Chalmers. And Wade finishes up the three-point play. Wade with 12 points. The Heat are up by 14. Largest lead so far tonight for Miami. And the early score from north of the border, the Raptors by 4. We're all rooting for Toronto tonight. That's Wilson Chandler missing. Nate Robinson, the little fellow with big hops. Larry Hughes missing from downtown. And rebound number 8 for Michael Beasley. And let's see, that won't count. He came over the top.
Yeah, foul on Beasley, I believe his second, right?
Yes, that is his second. Coach, let's go back to Eric Spoelstra for a moment as James Jones replaces Beasley. You know, a couple things about Eric. He told us tonight that he was going to try to get Beasley out before the first quarter would come to a close so he could bring him back with the second unit when Wade is not on the floor to give that second unit more punch offensively. But the point I wanted to get to about the coach, Tony, 3 o'clock in the morning, we return from Boston on the Heat charter flight after a tough loss in the last few minutes. And as Coach Spoelstra gets off the plane, Coach, and passes us, he said just one quick sentence: we're going to beat New York. And I just love the positive attitude that young head coaches showed, because it all starts from the top and trickles down, and he has been positive, setting forth the right kind of image to his players all season long.
And from day one, he said, we are focusing in on this game. We're not looking forward. People said, what do you think a good record would be for the season? How you think things will go? He goes, I'm not thinking about that. First game, New York, tonight, playing New York, that's all that matters. And he's been very consistent with that. He's also been consistent with, you earn your minutes. The guys who have played well, both in practice and in the game, those guys earn their minutes. Those are the guys who play. And his whole team has bought into that because he's been consistent all year long with that.
You just saw the Heat's 2 rookies, Beasley and Chalmers, who both could wind up on one of the all-rookie teams this year at season's end.
There's that tough call again. Diawara set a screen, rolled to the basket, which is a natural basketball move, but he rolled right into D. Wade's man and didn't allow his defender to get back on Wade, and so Diawara gets the moving screen foul.
And the last defensive foul on Miami that put Hughes on the line was on McLaurin. Quentin Richardson triples. Richardson with 117 threes this year on 36%. Richardson, over his career, has been a dynamic three-point shooter. He is approaching 1,000 triples. He'll have to wait till next year, of course. Wade on the move. Oh, man. Dwyane Wade having a dynamic first quarter with 14 points. Miami's ahead by 11.
Eric, you know, he had 24 in that fourth quarter against the Knicks in February, the last time he played them here. And now he's got 14 in this quarter. He's got 38 points. This quarter's not over yet.
Larry Hughes, he was attempting an alley-oop for Wilcox on the last trip, and the ball just went into the basket. So Hughes with 4 pretty quick points. Miami's up 9. Wade finds Cook, corner 3. And the rebound down to Quentin Richardson. Quick outlet to Nate Robinson. Look at the speed. Nice setup for the Jeffries slam dunk. That was all set up by the blinding quickness of the little man out of Washington, 5'9" Nate Robinson.
You can't sit on a lead against this team. They'll come right at you, scoring bunches, as you noticed.
A 9-2 run by New York. Daquan Cook was fouled from behind. Now Cook did a good sales job of persuading the Heat coaches that the right shoulder was good enough to go. He took treatment yesterday and today, and Cook trying to help his team in an important game.
He looked good on that first 3 that he took, and that play right there, a little ball fake, shot fake, got Robinson flying, drew the foul.
Larry Hughes picking up the foul. New York is over the limit. Now this American Airlines Arena going to be on fire when games 3 and 4 of the first round of the playoffs hit down, and you can guarantee yourself the best seats for every Heat home playoff game this spring by becoming a Heat season ticket holder for next year. Reserve your Heat season tickets for 09-10 with a $250 per seat deposit. For more information, call 786-777-HOOP. Ticket sales reps are standing by.
Back is black, Eric. You wear your best black outfit to the 2 games, 2 home games. Show the unity, the unison, everybody together. Remember that he did that in the playoffs in the 2006 with the white outfits. Now we're going to do it with the black outfits.
37 seconds remaining in this first quarter. A 14-point period for Dwyane Wade on 6 for 7 shooting. He's shooting over 60% in this quarter. Wade flying in. Boy, he's got the attack mentality glued tight, and he will head to the free throw line.
We know he's an attacker. You talked about it, the mentality of getting to the rim, that inside-out dribble with the left hand. He's such a good crossover dribble guy that they bite on that little fake when he dips that shoulder and then goes inside out with the left and gets to the line.
Dwyane Wade continues to lead the NBA in scoring, field goals, and field goal attempts. He's number 2 in steals, number 3 in free throw attempts, 8th in assists, 6th in minutes, 16th in blocks. And Tony, this is a guy over his last 14 games at home has been over 25 points in all 14.
Well, there's a lot of people who don't realize how hard it is to lead a team with such young players, 2 rookies, 2 second-year players, changing the starting lineups a couple of months ago. You know, with 2 new guys coming in, 40% of the lineup, and but D. Wade has done that. I think it's harder to play under those conditions than it is with a very good supporting cast.
He's got 16 points in the first quarter. Drew praise from Knicks coach Mike D'Antoni before the game. He said from 15 wins to the number 5 seed, that is worthy as an MVP candidate. D'Antoni was an assistant on Team USA that won gold in Beijing, and he said before the game, don't tell anybody I said this. It was on the record, of course. But Wade just may have been the best player on Team USA. Here's Wade with 3 seconds left in the quarter. Diawara got it off, but it comes up short. Miami with 37 points on 59% first quarter shooting. Dwyane Wade, most first quarter points in his last 19 games, 16 for D. Wade, and a nice start for Miami.
You have to say yes to everything. I do want to take guitar lessons. Yes, I would like to learn Korean. 잘했어요. What did he call me? Yes, man. Order on demand.
Lately, I'm seeing a lot of commercials with car companies comparing their cars to a Toyota Camry, saying it's as dependable as a Camry or as stylish as a Camry. All this talk got me thinking, instead of driving a car that has a lot of things like a Camry, why wouldn't I just buy, well, a Camry?
Nothing compares to the Toyota Camry, the #1 selling car in America. Visit your local Toyota dealer today and get $1,000 cash back on new 2009 Camry models. Toyota, moving forward.
The Ohio State University. The University of Texas Southern University.
California, Berkeley.
Old Dominion University. Harvard University.
The University of Virginia.
Texas A&M. Norfolk State University. University. Arizona State. Pennsylvania State University.
proud, the Marines.
I'm Eric Spoelstra of the Miami Heat, and I'm tobacco-free. I don't smoke, I don't dip, and I don't chew. Join me as we work together to create a tobacco-free Florida. For more information, visit tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Sun Sports is your home for the Miami Heat.
Hey, Mike B, tell me what you think of these nicknames. I've been working hard on these. El Rookie, you know, Spanish for rookie. Killer Beasley. 30 Harry. You gonna like this. Bees Marquis.
How about Michael Beasley?
I'm gonna write that one down. Y'all laugh, but y'all gonna see me in big-time movies.
Jason Jackson with tonight's Kia Motors, the power to surprise. We focus in on Wilson Chandler, was kind enough to provide 11 points for the Knicks in that first quarter, played 2 years at DePaul. It was all Big East second team before making his way in and enjoying that pepperoni pizzas we saw there in New York City. D'Antoni says that Wilson Chandler is a star in the making. Asked if Chandler reminds him of anybody. D'Antoni said Sean Marion is the type of player we'd like him to be. Now, that's a pretty high bar right there. Marion's already been an all-star, can defend multiple positions while averaging close to 20 and 10. It might be a reach for Chandler right now, but he has the same general body size as Marion, has those long arms and instincts to be a Marion-type player. D'Antoni's quick to add that Chandler has a lot of work to achieve such status. Chandler says he doesn't model his game after any one particular player, but if he had to pick one, Sean Marion would work out nicely for him, Eric and Tony.
Now, Jax Wilson Chandler has improved his points per game by almost 7 this year from his rookie season, and he has won the confidence and praise of his head coach, who told all of us earlier tonight that Chandler plans to spend his summer in New York working on his shooting, which should help Wilson Chandler, who is a guy that can rebound and defend multiple positions. Well, Chalmers with a steal after an 8-point first quarter, and it's stolen right back by Larry Hughes. In the meantime, Nate Robinson tripled last trip. Wilcox, blocking foul underneath. The basket counts for the former Maryland Terrapin. James Jones hit with a foul.
James Jones was inside the restricted area. That's why he got called for the blocking foul there. He didn't get in front of it. Watch this again. See, his heels are on the restricted area line. That's why you got Tony Brothers pointing to that as he makes that call. He had good position as far as drawing the charge, but he wasn't in front of the restricted area.
Well, the New York Knicks made a number of trades this year. Wilcox was one of those acquisitions, acquired February 19th from Oklahoma City from Malik Rose and Cash. Wilcox, the 7-year veteran out of Maryland. He's 6'10", 235. This is his 24th game with the Knicks. On the year, he's averaging 7 points and 4.5 rebounds. Chris Wilcox, a member of the 2002 National Championship team from the University of Maryland.
All right, going back to Wilson Chandler for a minute, he played for an outstanding coach at DePaul, Jerry Wainwright. He's a Chicago native. Wainwright is good man, good friend, 5-star guy for years, outstanding teacher of the game. So Wilson Chandler came from a good program.
Well, the Knicks have been perfect at the free throw line, 5 for 5. They're 3 of 9 from downtown. Miami ahead by 5. The Heat did lead by as much as 14 in the first quarter. Hughes on Chalmers. Mario with a rainbow. And the rebound in traffic protected by Jersey City, New Jersey native Al Harrington. Nice lead by Robinson. That's a travel on Hughes.
Good job by James Jones going after him. He forced that travel.
Coach of the Knicks making 4 trades involving 12 players this year. They acquire Wilcox, Hughes, Harrington, and Coutinho Mobley. Mobley, who has since announced his retirement due to injuries. Early in the season, remember, the Knicks gave up on their 2 best players at the time. Both Zach Randolph and Jamal Crawford went in separate deals. Beasley came up short, rebound to Larry Hughes.
That's what you were talking about, Eric. Michael Beasley came back into the game maybe a little sooner than Coach Spoelstra wanted to with New York on a run. They got to get another good offensive player on the floor with Wade out.
8 straight points for New York. The lead for Miami, which was 14 near the end of the first quarter, is now just 3.
Are you aware of an impending attack on the planet Earth? You should let me go.
The day the Earth stood still. Now, get 2 for 1 with the original classic film.
Why a Toyota Tacoma? It's tough. It's got a powerful 236 horsepower V6 engine that can pull up to 6,500 pounds, and an unbustable composite inner bed with steel outer panels. I guess the only thing not tough about the Toyota Tacoma is deciding whether to buy it.
Nothing compares to the Toyota Tacoma, the best-selling compact pickup truck in America. Visit your Toyota dealer today and get $2,200 in total savings on new 09 Tacoma double cab models. Toyota, moving forward.
Some perfection is debatable. Some is not. The perfect way to enjoy Patron is responsibly.
The crowd on its feet in front of 22,000 screaming, standing fans. Great pass inside. Talk about pressure situations. Berg steals it.
That brought everybody out of their seat. Miami Heat basketball on Sun Sports is being brought to you by Miccosukee, Ultimate Rewards Players Club at Miccosukee Resort and Gaming. Rewarding yourself has never been easier. By Checkers, little place, big taste. And by Tobacco Free Florida, who wants you to be tobacco free. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com for more information. Well, the off-season approaches as summertime looms. You could learn what it takes to become the best basketball player your kid can be by signing them up for Heat basketball camp. The Heat offering 6 week-long basketball camps in Miami, Dade, and Broward counties, hosted by the coach, Tony Fiorentino, or you can sign your child up for Heat Dance Camp and learn the newest dance moves from Heat dancer choreographer Janine Thompson. All camps open to girls and boys ages 7 to 16. Visit Heat.com for more info or call the camp hotline at 786-777-4113.
We have a great time, Eric. Provide lunch every day, insurance, teach, camp shirts. We try to have a Heat player or two come by every week, give autographs, play 2 5-on-5 games every day, and we also teach a lot of other things besides basketball. So it's really a cool camp, and I look forward to it again this summer. And I'm sure Janine Thompson's dance camp is also outstanding.
Mario Chalmers a moment ago tripling. He has 11 points in this game, so the Heat backcourt of Chalmers and Wade have combined for 27 of the Heat's 40 points. Chalmers with 11 here on the first half. Wade with 16.
With Beasley starting, the New York bench has outscored the Heat bench 15-2. So that's a dilemma that Coach Spoelstra has.
The Knicks scored the first 8 points in this second quarter as Harrington blocked the Beasley offering. And here comes Larry Hughes, the former St. Louis Billiken. Here's Wilcox posting McClure for the jump hook. Jamal McClure controls the rebound. Well, the Knicks came out and made their first 3 shots of this quarter. The Heat missed on their first 3 attempts. That's when the Knicks ran out to the 8-0 jump start in the second period. Miami's up 6 after leading by 14 late in the first quarter. Cook for 3. Kaboom.
Oh, you can't give him room like that. Hughes backed off. He thought that Cook was throwing it into the low post into Jamal McClure, and Cook took advantage of it.
Daquan's 150th triple of his second NBA season. He'd have tripled 4 times in this first half. Miami up 9. Richardson driving all the way in. A beautiful spin to get past James Jones.
Well, again, now he can shoot the 3, obviously, so you push up on him, and he uses that against you because he goes by and finishes.
5 points for Quentin Richardson, who had a 16-point game in the season opener at Madison Square Garden against Miami. Quentin Richardson picks up the foul. That's his first.
The space we talked about. Watch as Hughes backs off a little bit, and then Cook, he leaves him open for the J. Hughes does. You can't do that with Daquan Cook, one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. And then Beasley shooting that consistent J that he's had all season long.
7 points, 7 rebounds for Michael Beasley in his first half. The Heat again ahead by 9. 4 minutes into the second quarter. That's Harrington from the corner, and the 3-ball goes for Al Harrington. His first points of the game, his 169th triple this year. He's in the top 6 in three-pointers made, and he's tripled in 15 consecutive games now for New York.
Very difficult to stay home on your shooters as your teammates getting beat off the dribble. The inclination is to help. That's what you work on defensively. And so that time, you know, they take advantage of it when you do that. Harrington did that time.
Al Harrington, an 11-year veteran, drafted right out of high school in Jersey City. Here's Nate Robinson. He triggers up a triple. And the long rebound taken by Mario Chalmers. Ahead to Cook. 3-on-1 break. Jones, corner 3. Yes.
You don't really want to take a 3 on a fast break, but the Heat will take it.
Well, Miami with 5 first-half triples and a 9-point advantage again. Richardson, quick 3. That's good. Yeah, it's a dangerous game if you want to match New York 3 for 3. You know, the first 2 games between these two clubs with the identical score, although different winner each time. But the score in both games was 120 to 115, and we're on a similar track with a high-scoring first half.
This game is being played from downtown.
Downtown Miami, you're right. Downtown on the floor as well. McClure with a hook, wide right, never got rim. Shot clock violation on the Heat. By the way, a very good crowd on hand tonight for Miami. Another sellout here at the Heat's house. Sellout number 21 during the regular season for Miami. Dwyane Wade back in the ballgame for the Heat. And he sits down Daquan Cook. Cook goes to the bench with 5 points in 8 minutes.
6 o'clock, good time to play on Sunday. You get the kids can come, you get to get home, get in bed in time to go to school tomorrow morning, get a good night's rest.
Easter eggs have been collected by now as Harrington triggers it up. 5 points for Al Harrington, who now is just 11 points shy of the 10,000 career point mark. Harrington spent his first 6 years with Indiana, then 2 seasons with Atlanta, and a couple of years with Golden State as well.
He might need more than that 120 that they had the last time they beat the Knicks.
Wade gets it back from McClure, fires it up for 2. 18 first half points for Dwyane Wade. 16 came in the first quarter, and coach, he's made 7 of his first 8 shots. On the drive, Hughes got all the way in. Well, the Knicks hurting Miami from the edges and on drives to the hoop. New York shooting 50% from the field. Miami at 55%.
When you push up on the three-point shot, they go by it.
Michael Beasley driving on Harrington. Got hit. Got a bucket as well. On the Wilcox foul, a strong finish and quite a strong statement for Heat rookie Michael Beasley.
Beasley hides the ball when he goes to the basket like that. He puts his body in the way. See it right there. Brings it back. He'll be on the line when we come back with the Heat up 6.
Sun Sports is your home for the Miami Heat. Michael Beasley and the rest of the Heat travel to Atlanta to play against Joe Johnson and the Atlanta Hawks. Heat Hawks, Tuesday at 7 on Sun Sports.
Every season is a story where each game counts. With MLB Extra Innings on DirecTV, don't wait for the headlines. Go beyond the home team and follow every team, no matter where you live. Get up to 80 games per week and watch the action unfold as it happens. With the most games in HD, see this story write itself. MLB Extra Innings on DirecTV. Order now and save $20 off the full season price.
Here at Game Lounge Central, we're always coming up with ways to give you more bang for your buck. With up to 60 new and improved games available on your TV set, there's no better place to play. And every month, we're adding games like my new personal favorite, Pat Sajak's Lost and Found Words, all for just $5.99 a month. And if you act now, you get the second month free.
Play for free this weekend, April 10th, 11th, and 12th. DirecTV's Game Lounge. Tune to Channel 110 or go to GameLounge.com to sign up.
Tonight on the Final Score, it's the final round at the Masters. Does Tiger have a comeback in him? And LeBron and the Cavs host the defending champion Celtics. For all the day's highlights, in 30 minutes, it's the Final Score.
The moment the playoffs begin,
lobs it for Beasley, a crusher.
Oh, baby. That's going to get intense.
Chalmers pull up 3. Cold-blooded,
baby.
Cold-blooded 3 for Chalmers.
My first playoff.
Good D by Chalmers, who stole the ball. Mario Chalmers stole it away.
I can't wait.
Chalmers turns the corner. Nice handoff for the Beasley dunk.
Anything can happen.
Beasley, big bucket. Nice spin by Beasley. Look at that. Beasley with a jam.
I'll be ready.
Chalmers picked his pocket. Comes up with a steal. Chalmers hits a three at the end of the shot clock.
Don't miss a moment of Heat basketball right here on Sun Sports.
Now the Miami Heat headed to the playoffs for the 13th time in 21 seasons, and Sun Sports once again providing coverage of the Heat in the 2009 NBA playoffs. Sun Sports will telecast every game available for local broadcast in the first round of the postseason with extensive pre- and post-game coverage surrounding each one of those games. Sun Sports once again the place to be for Black is Back Heat playoff coverage. And we can't wait. 2 regular season games left after this in Atlanta Tuesday night for a 7 o'clock start. The regular season finale right here at home, 8 p.m. on Wednesday against the Detroit Pistons. And tonight, a very important game for Miami, trying to nail down the number 5 seed. Right now, they're 6 points ahead of New York with 5:15 left in this first half. And the Knicks keeping it close offensively. Al Harrington, who is scoreless in the first quarter, has 8 points here in the second. That was his second 3 ball.
Not much defense here in the second quarter by either team. The Heat 6 for 12, 6 for 13 now, and the Knicks are 9 for 12.
The Knicks have outscored Miami in this quarter, 23-15. David Lee's pass stolen by Chalmers. That's his 3rd steal of the half. Hit ahead for Wade. Beautiful play.
Wade getting down the floor. Beats everyone to the basket. Chalmers was looking for him, and he found him.
Now the Heat backcourt on display. Both ends of the floor changing quickly. Defense to offense. Heat already with 13 fast break points. Richardson with another 3. So Quinton has tripled 3 times in this first half. And he has 11 points off their bench. It's a 2-point Miami lead, despite the Heat shooting 56%. Steal by Harrington by himself. Al Harrington now with 10 second quarter points. The Knicks enjoy the moment. They've tied the game at 54 after falling behind by 14 late in that first quarter.
Yeah, they were down 11 coming into this quarter, so they outscored the Heat by 11 in the second quarter. Harrington anticipated that pass, and he got it.
First tie since 7-7. Beasley missed the jumper. Richardson down with a rebound. So the Knicks, who come off an upset over the Orlando Magic a couple nights ago, damaging loss to Orlando, since they could not finish second in the East. And Al Harrington, second to nobody right now. He's got 12 points all here in the second quarter, where he's hit all 5 of his shots. So for the first time since the score was 7-5, the Knicks are out in front.
Al Harrington, 20th best scorer in the NBA, as hot as he can be right now. He's carrying this team. He's got New York with the lead, shooting threes, taking his man off the dribble, going to the basket, finishing with either hand. Earlier, he went to the basket with the right hand. Tough guard for anybody in the league. And as I mentioned, you know, averaging 21 points a game, he's the 20th best scorer in the league.
Now the New York Knicks, a team that is so active from downtown, and that's very interesting. They need 33s to set a new NBA single-season record coming into the game. That record set by the 05-06 Suns, who had 837 triples. But the Knicks not the only team pursuing Phoenix. Orlando with 805 triples this year. And Mike D'Antoni, who coached the Phoenix Suns back in the 05-06 season, he believes in the three-point shot, in quick shooting on the shot clock. And the offensive system obviously works. They're averaging 105 points a game. They're scoring up by over 8 points a game. But, Coach, what good is it if you score 105 if you give up 108?
Well, the last game, as we mentioned, they lost 120 to 115 to the Heat. And, you know, somewhere along the way, you got to make some stops. I think the attitude is we're going to outscore the opponent.
Coach, I'm not sure I really understand Mike D'Antoni's defensive system. He's so well known for offense, but his Phoenix teams weren't very good defensive teams either. Can you win in this league in the playoffs with an offense really leading the parade?
There's been 62 playoffs in NBA history, starting in 1946. No team has ever won, I believe, a championship not playing good defense or not rebounding the ball. So I would tend to say no, Eric. No one has ever won playing that style of basketball.
Chalmers from downtown, no. Rebound down to David Lee. Lee has 7 rebounds. Michael Beasley also has 7. High scorer in the game is Dwyane Wade with 22 points on 9 of 11 shooting. Knicks already have 3 double-figure scores. Richardson and Chandler with 11. Al Harrington with 12. And Harrington's done all of his damage in this quarter. Jermaine O'Neal got a block. Harrington, oh, that was close to a goaltend.
It was. Oh, no, they're going to call it good block.
Yakuba Diawara picks up his 2nd foul. Al Harrington on a 2nd quarter mission. He missed his only 2 shots in the 1st quarter, but he's got a dozen 2nd quarter points, and we're tied up. The Heat and the Knicks even at 56.
This is a real story.
An aide to Congressman Collins was found dead this morning.
He's an old friend of yours. Good reporters don't have friends, only sources.
When the story, who might have wanted Sonia dead, reveals a conspiracy. This girl was double agent. Keep your friends close. Trust no one. And your enemies closer. But only if you can tell them apart. This is as connected as it gets. State of Play. Rated PG-13.
4 meals under $4 sounds like a good deal.
You bet it is. 4 under 4 is your favorite steak burger, even chicken fingers, all for under $4, cooked when you order with our famous shoestring fries. All day, every day.
I'd like to get rid of my whole meal plan and just give it to...
I tell you what, the value is fantastic.
4 meals under $4. Better burgers, better value, Steak and Shake.
Some things you never forget, like your first day at school, the first time you soloed on 2 wheels, your first love, or your first taste of Bluebell ice cream. Because the best tasting ice cream in the country is made with fresh milk from cows who think they live in heaven. One thing is for sure, your first bite won't be your last. Bluebell, the best ice cream in the country.
Miami Heat basketball on Sun Sports is being brought to you by Marooney. Hey, South Florida, when you need a car, truck, or van, who are you going to call? Call 1-877-MAROONEY. By Corona, the official sponsor of the Timeout. And by Chevy. Find your Chevy today at ChevyDealer.com. The New York Knicks have outscored Miami in the 2nd quarter 30-19. And you're looking at Heat center Jermaine O'Neal, who's blocked 7 shots in the last 2.5 games. He's got 2 in the first half tonight. He's been the 3rd best shot blocker since the end of January. 5th best shot blocker on the year. And right now he's only 1 block away from moving into a tie for 28th all-time in rejections.
He had 4 the other night in Boston. Here you see he's blocking a shot by David Lee. Otherwise, that would have been a layup. Harrington, he got him right there as well.
Al Harrington made the first, missed the second. The first missed free throw for New York after hitting on their first 6. 13 points for Harrington, all in this quarter. It's 31-19 New York in the 2nd period. Jermaine O'Neal missed on the jam. Loose ball rebound, finally claimed by Mario Chalmers. Fresh shot clock. Nice pass into Wade, who lost it.
Wade was trying to go before he caught it. He was so wide open. He was going to try to dunk it, I believe, but he never got the handle on it.
6 first-half turnovers for Miami. The Heat shooting, both teams actually just above 52% from the field in this first half. Rebounds even at 19. The 3 by Richardson, an air ball. Jermaine O'Neal outlets the rebound. 4th board for Jermaine. Miami was up by 14 with 2:44 left in the first quarter. It has been all Knicks ever since. Right now, they're up by 1.
That J by Wade went in and out.
And a 25 remaining first half. Richardson in the low post against Mario Chalmers. Put it off glass. David Lee with a left hand. It rolls home for Lee, who now has 4 points to go along with 8 first half rebounds.
4 offensive rebounds. One of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. And that guy, you got to get him off the boards because he'll really hurt you down there.
Last time we saw the former Gator coach, David Lee, had 18 points and 13 boards against Miami. Wade drew a foul on David Lee. So David Lee, the fourth-year former Florida Gator, man who spent 1 year in a Florida uniform, teaming with Udonis Haslem. He will send Dwyane Wade to the free throw line. Wade already has 22 first-half points. Doug Egg, stay with us at halftime tonight for the Chevy Halftime Show. Ira Winderman of the South Florida Sun Sentinel joins Jason Jackson. They will review their NBA end-of-season awards. Jax will also interview Heat assistant coach Ron Rothstein, and all of that and more on tonight's Chevy Halftime Show. Dwyane Wade averaging 36 points a game this year against New York in the first two matchups, and he's on his way again. By the way, his 46 points against New York last outing, and the most ever scored by a Heat player against their arch rival New York Knicks. Al Harrington will go to the free throw line. Yakuba Diawara picks his third foul.
His first team foul in the last 2 minutes.
The rapper Ludacris getting the high five from Al Harrington.
Eric, you mentioned that game that D-Wade had. The 46 points, 10 assists, 8 rebounds, 4 steals, 4 block shots. That was statistically one of the greatest games in the history of the NBA.
Yeah, he's had so many spectacular games this year, Dwyane Wade. No question. Season number 6 for Wade. The best he has had in the NBA this season. A remarkable comeback from 2 seasons of injuries. He's a superstar. Al Harrington, the Knicks' best player in this first half with 15 points, and all 15 of them have come in this quarter. Chalmers hits the wing jumper. Mario, out of his slump, he had gone 4 straight games with averaging just 6 points. Tonight here he has 13, and he's done it on 5 for 10 shooting. Lee off a loose ball pickup. So David Lee now has 6, and the Knicks continue to hold a 3-point lead. Now the defense non-existent for either club as Wade strokes a 3.
Oh my.
Dwyane Wade, 85 triples in his first 5 years. 85. He's got 83 this year.
Eric, he's had over 38 times this year. He might have over 30 in the first half.
Well, we are tied for the 6th time in this first half. 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Hughes, the shot fake, got him free. And it rolls home for Larry Hughes. Hughes, playing in his 24th game with New York, has 10 first-half points. Great catch by Dwyane. Got it off. Now the collective moan by the Heat crowd. New York scores 65 first-half points. They get 39 of them in the second quarter. Well, Al Harrington had all 15 of his points in that second period. The high point man is Dwyane Wade with 27, but the visiting Knicks in a key game for Miami, New York ahead by 2.
The greatest luxury of all is peace of mind. Announcing AutoNation Payment Protection on South Florida's largest collection of luxury automobiles. Today, get 6 months of AutoNation Payment Protection on every Mercedes-Benz, Lexus, Land Rover, and pre-owned vehicle from select showrooms. If you lose your employment, your payments will be covered for up to 6 months. To find the Mercedes-Benz, Lexus, or Land Rover store near you with AutoNation Payment Protection, visit LuxuryPaymentProtection.com.
All right, sports fans, it's time to find Geico's #1 fan. Tonight's winner will receive Geico t-shirts, hats, and an upgrade to courtside seats, and could star in a real Geico commercial. Let's see who it's gonna be. It looks like we have a winner. Yes, we do, folks. How about that? Congratulations. And remember, saving money at Geico.com, so easy a caveman can do it.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
From childhood through the whole wonderful span of your life. Who looks out for you? Who takes care? Total Health Choice, providing affordable quality health care coverage right here in Florida. Affordable health care coverage you can trust. Total health choice. Totally there for you.
Did you know KFC's original recipe whole chicken is delivered fresh? And then it's carefully prepared fresh for you in the 11 secret herbs and spices. How do I know all this? I'm the cook here. There's one of us in every KFC.
Hungry for real value? Get a KFC value bucket with 7 freshly prepared pieces of original recipe chicken for just $7.99. Or get a breast value deal with a chicken breast, an individual side, and a biscuit for only $2.99. That's real value for lunch and dinner.
Some tobacco companies are flavoring their products to taste like bubblegum, chocolate, or grape.
Hi, kids. What can I get you?
Who do you think they're trying to attract?
Hi, Sam. How's it going?
Terrible. I can't get nobody on the lot.
Yeah, times are pretty tough for everyone. But you know, maybe you should change your approach.
Ain't nothing wrong with my approach. It's these tire kickers and no good roaches wasting my time.
Are those your customers?
Yeah, just don't tell anyone.
You know, at Headquarter Toyota, we let each customer know what they're getting up front so they can enjoy their car buying experience.
Yeah, whatever.
At Headquarter Toyota, we only speak one language, yours.
This copyrighted telecast of the NBA may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise used without the written consent of the NBA. Log on to NBA.com immediately following the game for live press conferences and video highlights.
Time for the Chevy halftime report on this Easter Sunday evening here in South Florida. There's the Heat house sitting right there on Biscayne Bay, down 2 to the New York Knicks. Come on inside the Sun Sports studio. I am Jason Jackson alongside Ira Winderman for our latest edition of Hot Buttons. It's the awards edition. We should have like ladies in gowns with the actual trophies, but we got you.
So we'll keep it simple and to the point.
Let's go, baby. MVP to start it off. What do you have?
Yeah, you know, and I know there's a lot of sentiment in this building, and sometimes I feel like an outsider, but I've spoken to a ton of voters around the league. I would not be surprised, Jason, if this was near unanimous for LeBron James. 16 times this season has led his team in assists, in points, and rebounds. The high by any other player in any other team is 5 times. Best team in the NBA, best team at home, best player. It's not an insult to Dwyane, and people are taking it the wrong way. Any other season, and Jason, you can go back statistically and look at previous seasons, Dwyane would be the MVP.
I don't have that kind of time.
But if you want, we can do it during the second half a little bit, or maybe in the post-game show. He's had a great season. This is not to denigrate Dwyane. He will finish top 3. But still, when you look at the entire panel, you have to have Kobe, and they're also funny almost how we're forgetting about Kobe and what he's done, and their runaway lead in the Western Conference. 3 great perimeter performances, all just happen to be coming during the same season. Don't sell him short. He'll get a few Western votes. You look at the rest of the ballot I have here. Dwight Howard 4, Chris Paul 5. You have a bunch of other names you could throw in there. Really an unbelievably competitive field that you're not mentioning the Nowitzkis and the Tim Duncans and guys like that. Those 3 perimeter guys have absolutely dominated, though, this season. When you look at Rookie of the Year, though, a little bit different story. I mean, certainly what Michael's done out there in recent weeks, terrific, but season-long Derrick Rose to take a marginal Chicago team, one of the hottest teams in the NBA right now, one of the hottest home teams in the NBA. He's got it done with his passing. This is the leader of the future. The Bulls will build their team around Derrick Rose. Not a lot of other rookies you could say that about this year. To me, he's a runaway choice. It's still a very competitive and very good rookie field, and even though only 3 names go on the ballot, and I think Brook Lopez is a clear number 2, Mayo the hot start. You look at a guy like Russell Westbrook and you say to yourself, where is he? Jason, this will go down as one of those years when we talk about a terrific rookie class. Maybe not LeBron and Wade and Milicic and that year, but still a terrific overall year. One other award we're going to discuss right now, one of the toughest to find in the NBA. Maybe I'm going a little sort of, a little different here, but to me, J.R. Smith is really what the award is about. 1, he's a winning player, but 2, when he comes in the game changes. Jason Terry, similar situation, but to me, J.R. Smith is dynamic because either he's great or terrible, but you know he's the sixth man. Jason Terry has the better stats. Might deserve it. To me, Denver has the better place in the standings. Nate Robinson, we're seeing today what he can do, what he can get done for his team. But to me, J.R. Smith is a guy, when he checks in the game, you're going, something is going to happen. It might even be good for the Nuggets.
Well, we do have some disagreements already in this very first session. Wow. And I think, hold on, before you go to the graphic, Teddy. Oh, he's already gone. I have it waiting. I'm going to have it waiting when you come back. Okay, MVP, we got Jackson's, call me whatever, a homer, a checker, or whatever you want to call it. Bottom line, it's value, not best player, best team, value. It's MVP, not MVP. It's ridiculous. Then you got Rose. I was with you there, but yeah, there it is. MVP.
Folks, I don't mind that. I mind that he's wearing the Wade boxers. That's what bothers me, and I don't know why I should know that. You're not allowed to talk about
the things we do in the commercial break. And by the way, O.J. Mayo, at one point this year, I thought
could have been. Right.
Actually could have been.
But you know what? All these awards, if you're not from a dynamic team and a great team, that's what winds up happening. You got your swag, though. Good for you.
Thank you. Apparently, my shirt was covering my microphone, so all they heard was you, which is a shame.
Perfect.
But here's the thing. I don't have a shirt for postgame. We still have more to discuss.
We'll go
at Heat Live. Ira Winderman will be back with us, and we're going to cover some other awards that we actually have to vote on as well. We'll have Defensive Player of the Year, Most Improved Player. I think those are runaways. We are going to debate vigorously about the All-NBA teams. I have a knuckle curveball for you, by the way.
He's wrong.
You're not ready for the stuff I'm bringing coming up in Heat Live as soon as the Knicks and the Heat are done. Ira, thank you very much. Always a pleasure. We'll see you post-game. Try to break away from the locker rooms, and we'll discuss some things, all right? Very good. Well, folks, here on the Chevy Halftime Report, we got to tell you about one of the great Chevys that are rolling along the avenues as we speak. It is the Chevy Traverse, 24 miles per gallon. Offers better fuel economy than any 8-passenger crossover in its class. The smooth riding Traverse is available with all-wheel drive, and the Stability Track electronic stability control system is standard. How about the temperature-controlled seats, the backup camera? We've got great stuff. 6 standard airbags, head curtain, side impact airbags for all 3 rows as well. And let me tell you, you're going to get some people in this vehicle, you can get them in there. Seating for either 7 or 8 with the Smart Slide second row seat, allowing easy access to the 3rd row. That is the all-new Chevy Traverse. Michael Beasley in that starting lineup. He played 18 minutes in that first half. He fired up 8. He made 4 on the way to 9 points. He's got 7 rebounds as well. More coming up in the second half, but we got more in the Chevy Halftime Report. Coach Rothstein's ready for a little back and forth in moments.
Hey, buddy, you left your little man step down.
Would you rather have a Ford F-150 with a man step or a Silverado that backs you for 100,000 miles or 5 years? Unbeatable coverage, unbeatable value. Chevy Silverado, America's best truck.
Don't look, but you're totally getting scoped out right now.
Seriously, where?
Don't look. Been staring at you for like 20 minutes.
What, that? That's the money you could be saving with Geico. Tell me who's watching.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Sun Sports is your home for the Miami Heat. Michael Beasley and the rest of the Heat travel to Atlanta to play against Joe Johnson and the Atlanta Hawks. Heat Hawks, Tuesday at 7 on Sun Sports.
We will go higher. We will shine brighter. We will go higher. 'Cause today, this is the day we're gonna let
DNA is just, that's just bananas. Actually, like a living organism. It's DNA in a video game. It's like a computer that can talk and learn and stuff. It's crazy, isn't it? Oh, man. It automatically tracks the stats of the players, the injuries, the hot streaks. I don't know who thought about it, but he was a genius, man. It updates every day. Like, that's bananas, man.
Rated E for everyone.
Now $1.99.
Dwyane Wade with a 27-point first half tonight on 10 for 14 shooting. He got the heat off quickly. Mario Chalmers a 13-point, 3-steal first half. Michael Beasley 9 points and 7 rebounds. Al Harrington sparked a 39-point second quarter for New York. Harrington with a 15-point second period barrage.
Hey, buddy, you left your little man step down.
Would you rather have a Ford F-150 with a man step or a Silverado that backs you for 100,000 miles or 5 years? Unbeatable coverage, unbeatable value. Chevy Silverado, America's best truck.
Some tobacco companies are flavoring their products to taste like bubblegum, chocolate, or grape.
Hi, kids. What can I get you?
Who do you think they're trying to attract?
From Anchorage, Alaska. 6'2" guard, Mario Chalmers.
The Chevy halftime report continues. A beautiful sunset on this Easter Sunday. But we still have second half basketball to play before it's all said and done in the Heat's house. Come on to Gatorade Championship Alley. I am Jason Jackson, alongside Miami Heat assistant coach Ron Rothstein. Coach, I said before this game there'll probably be 230 points in this with the Knicks on the floor. As we've noticed in those first two games, looks like it might surge past that. How do you get control of this game in the second half?
I don't know. We got to figure.
I need you.
We got to figure out a way to slow these guys down. We got to get into them a little bit more. They're way too comfortable. And we're probably playing a little bit of fool's gold when we got out to that 14-point lead and relaxed a little bit, which tends to happen to us. But these guys are a handful. They really are. And we've got to turn it up defensively. We've got to do something other than what we're doing. Right now, that's not good enough.
Coach, good luck in the second half.
All right, thanks, Jay.
All right. See, the man does know. He just likes to act like he doesn't know. I don't know why he does it. That's Coach Rothstein. Time now for the second half. We go back out to Eric and Tony, who know it's time for the third quarter.
That it is, Jack's time for the Heat to kick it in the gear on the defensive end. You look at your Chevy halftime stats. The Knicks scoring 39 second quarter points on 15 for 22 shooting. New York also going 7 of 16 from downtown, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. New York with a 1 rebound advantage. The Knicks got 27 points off their bench to Miami's 8. And the Knicks getting 15 second quarter points from Al Harrington. Tony, the Heat backcourt of Wade and Chalmers played exceptionally well. They combined for 40 of Miami's first 63 points. But from a defensive perspective, that was not a good performance, nor was it acceptable or enough to win with. How do the Heat get their defense up to a winnable status for this second half?
One of the things the Heat's been doing very well of late, Eric, is their bench has been coming in and doing a good job of containing and keeping the flow that the starters get. If the starters start out slowly, the bench usually picks them up. Tonight, when you have Beasley starting, it changes the dynamics of guys coming off the bench. Right now, New York is outscoring. New York bench is outscoring the Heat bench 27-8. And to get back to your question, what you have to do is you cannot relax. You can't just exhale against these guys, because what happens with a team like this, different guys get hot at different times and they carry their team.
Jamal McGlure opening the second half, and the Heat starting lineup in place of Jermaine O'Neal. I'm checking the Heat bench to see if O'Neal is there. And at a quick glance, I don't see him on the Heat bench. Here's Dwyane Wade bouncing in for McGlure. He's double teamed by Jeffries and Wilson Chandler. And Wade missed the jumper, rebound to Beasley. Wade, what a play! Dwyane Wade catching the offensive rebound and in one gorgeous motion, flushing it home.
Eric, he flew over 2 blue shirts coming from the other baseline, the other corner on Beasley's miss. Wow.
29 points for Dwyane Wade, and the answer doesn't come from Wilson Chandler. The rebound does go to Yakuba Diawara. Well, taking a look at that Heat bench, I do not see Jermaine O'Neal. Do you, Coach?
No.
10:40 remaining third quarter as Beasley motors in and puts it home with a right hand. What a drive by Michael Beasley. Beasley making his second consecutive start as 11 points and 8 rebounds.
You know what? He's adjusted as the season's gone on. Remember early in the year, he was getting his shot blocked maybe once a game, going in there with trying to finger roll it. Now he's going to the basket with more abandon. He's putting his body in the way, and he's being more assertive and aggressive, taking the ball to the rim.
Al Harrington, who's acquired from Golden State in November for Jamal Crawford. He's come up with 17 points in this game. He had 16 the last time these two teams met. Wade thinking about three, now firing it and hitting it. Dwyane Wade, second triple of this game. He has 32 points, and we're only 2 minutes into the second half.
39 times this year he scored over 30 points, almost half of the Heat's games. Michael
Beasley picks up his third foul. Coach, let's take a look back at one of the best looking offensive rebounds you have seen ever.
Watch this now. That's the shot he misses. Beasley takes it. Now he goes over 2 blue shirts and flies in and throws it down. What? This is the best angle. See the blue shirts in there? He just flies by everybody. Looked like he jumped off a trampoline.
Yeah, he stuck the dismount, Coach. I'd give him a 10. Wilson Chandler on a nice drive. Chandler had 11 first quarter points, and that's Wilson's first score since. Miami up by 1 in a game that has rocked back and forth ever since the Heat assumed a 14-point lead with about 2 minutes and change left in the first quarter. Beasley against Harrington. Got the foul, and Michael will go to the free throw line. Al Harrington with the push. And for Harrington, his first personal foul, the first on the Knicks here in the second half. Coach, 5 years in a row not in the playoffs for New York, their longest postseason drought since a 7-year absence between 1959-60 and 65-66. The 7-year absence, the worst in Knick franchise history, some 4 decades ago. Coach, you know how much they love their NBA basketball in New York. To miss the playoffs 5 straight years and 7 times in the last 8 years, hard to fathom. Remember, before this drought, the Knicks had made the playoffs 14 consecutive seasons.
Well, there's a lot of people in the league that feel if the Knicks have a strong, season, good organization, that it's better for the NBA. So, with Donnie Walsh and Mike D'Antoni, they're trying to get it back to where it was before. It's a long process. This is just the start of it. They're evaluating guys now. They said they're going to get they're going to be in the game in the 2010-2011 free agent class. So it'll be interesting to watch and see how they develop this the next couple of years.
Jamal McGlure caught off balance there. He committed the foul on David Lee. Lee gets the field goal. David Lee now has 8 points and 8 rebounds as he zeroes in on his league-leading 64th double-double. At one point this year, Lee had 24 consecutive double-doubles. His 63, one of the great double totals in Knicks history, but still 6 away from the all-time Knick record, co-held by Willis Reed and Walt Bellamy. They both had 69 double-doubles. Reed in the 68-69 season, Bellamy back in the 65-66 campaign. That's Yakuba from way outside. His 51st triple of the year, a new career best for Yakuba.
But the Rainbow J, man, that's a pretty shot.
Miami ahead by 2, 8:45 to go in the third quarter.
He switched, so now Harrington's trying to score on Wade.
Tough turnaround. Good D by Wade. Michael Beasley with his 9th rebound tonight. And Beasley coming off his best rebounding game of the year with 13 at Boston on Friday. And to see Beasley rebound like this is heartening as you think ahead to the future. Mario Chalmers also playing well tonight with 13. There's Wade. The rebound kicks out. David Lee hustles to it for his 9th rebound tonight. Here's Jarrett Jeffries, man who spent 2 years as an Indiana Hoosier. Harrington has the 3 rim out. One-handed rebound for Jamal McGlure. And let's check in Toronto, Philadelphia, and the Raptors even at 57. Chris Bosh has 15 points for Toronto. Remember, a Heat win and a Sixers loss secures number 5 for Miami. Dwyane Wade, he's now tripled 3 times in the game, 2 in a row here in the 3rd quarter. Wade has 35. Miami leads by 5.
This country loves its cars and trucks. But suddenly we're afraid to buy them. At Marooney, we understand your concerns. And as part of AutoNation, we're ready to help. Today, when you buy a car or truck from Marooney, you'll get 6 months of AutoNation payment protection. If you lose your employment, your payments will be covered for up to 6 months.
Only Marooney gives you AutoNation payment protection on every new and used make and model we sell. Visit Marooney.com.
It's storm hot. You got 1 hour. You gotta keep your body electrically charged. Yes, man. This Friday. Find someone to rub against.
Treated me like his hot little whore.
Frank, High Voltage, rated R. In theaters Friday.
Did you know KFC's original recipe whole chicken is delivered fresh? And then it's carefully prepared fresh for you in the 11 secret herbs and spices. How do I know all this? I'm the cook here. There's one of us in every KFC.
Hungry for real value? Get a KFC value bucket with 7 freshly prepared pieces of original recipe chicken for just $7.99. Or get a breast value deal with a chicken breast, an individual side, and a biscuit for only $2.99. That's real value for lunch and dinner.
Sun Sports is your home for the Miami Heat. Michael Beasley and the rest of the Heat travel to Atlanta to play against Joe Johnson and the Atlanta Hawks. Heat Hawks, Tuesday at 7 on Sun Sports.
We look closer into the evolvement of Dwyane Wade's three-point shot. We first noticed his ability to hit the 3 during the 2006 NBA playoffs. Wade made a number of huge postseason 3s. But if you look at the progress for Dwyane from downtown, add up the first 5 years, you know how many triples you get? 85. The same number he's hit this year alone. Tonight he's 3 of 6 from downtown, 13 of 19 from the field. Coach Wade with 35 points, and we still have nearly 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
You think it's a coincidence? I mean, this guy, he's got more confidence as he's going on in his career. He's gained more range with that shot. He's using his legs better. He's gotten more confidence in it. You know, we talked about how he's in the best shape of his career, that maybe his calves and his thighs are stronger. But what I find interesting is, and it's not a coincidence, Michael Jordan was not a good three-point shooter in his career until the 6th year that he was in the NBA. He shot 38% from the three-point line in his 6th year. It's the first time he shot in the 30s, and then D-Wade is doing the same thing.
Good-looking maneuver there by David Lee. Well, Coach, I think it's consistent with the great players in the history of this league. They always come back each year with something new and improved to their game, and Wade has certainly followed suit on that front.
You know what I love teaching young kids is don't take the shot unless you think you can make it, you know, unless you can shoot it, because, you know, everyone tries to shoot the 3. Dwyane Wade's a good example.
Al Harrington picking up his 2nd foul, 2nd team foul on the Knicks in this quarter. Well, we mentioned to you earlier Jermaine O'Neal not starting the 2nd half, nor is he on the Heat bench. Let's go to Jason Jackson with an update on the condition of Jermaine O'Neal.
Yeah, Jermaine O'Neal will now join Head, Moon, and Haslam on this night, not playing. He's done for tonight. Has a left calf strain. I noticed that he was messing with his brace to use actually on his left leg for his knee, and I thought there was just some discomfort there, but it looks like it was actually under the brace that there's a calf strain, and he will not return. Eric and Tony, back over to you.
Well, Jack's during that report, a pair of 3s. So Jack's giving both teams a little juice from downtown. Wade with his 4th triple. Duhan with his 1st of the game. Here's Wade again. That one from downtown rims off to David Lee. And Lee now has his 64th double-double to lead the league, 11 points and 10 rebounds.
You know, Jax once asked Dwyane Wade in a post-game interview, what about the threes? He goes, when I'm feeling it. Well, he got hit in the face on that. When I'm feeling it, I'm getting the rhythm in my legs and my shot, why not take it and continue to do it? And that's what he's in right now. He's in a zone shooting those threes.
Now Dwyane Wade whistled for his first foul. Wade with 38 points in this game, 11 coming in this third quarter. Wade had 16 points in the first quarter. It's a 3-point Heat lead, 6:13 remaining in the third. Entertaining Easter Sunday night here at the Heat's house. Harrington. Oh, what a creative pass for a Jared Jeffries layup. You know, Jeffries has 8 points. He's converted all 4 of his shots. The Knicks are shooting 54%, and they have provided Miami with a stiff test here in this very crucial ball game at home for the Heat. Wade getting through the first line of defense, drawing a crowd and a foul.
Wade was going to throw that ball, I believe, Eric, a pass to Beasley, but he saw that the man was going to foul him, so he threw the shot up and got the 2. He's going to get the 2 free throws.
Third foul on Jared Jeffries and the third on the Knicks here in the third quarter. Well, Heat season ticket holders, to provide you with more flexibility and to help the Heat go green, this year's playoff tickets will be available exclusively online through your My Heat season tickets account on Heat.com. Here's what you'll be able to do. You'll be able to print, forward, and post your tickets for sale after they've been placed in your account. For more information, or if you need any help, call the Season Ticket Services Department at 786-777-1400. And the playoffs will begin next weekend. Against who and where? We're not sure yet. A win tonight by Miami and a Philadelphia loss would cinch it for Miami, put them in the 4-5 matchup with Atlanta. Meanwhile, Dwyane Wade now has 40 points. For Wade, it's the 13th time this year and the 24th time in his career he has reached 40 points in a game.
The Heat are 8-4 in the other games when he scored 40 or more.
Harrington on the turnaround got fouled. And Yakuba Diawara whistled for his 4th foul. It's a tough matchup for Kuba. Al Harrington, coach, a guy that could take you into the low post. He can also take you out to the 3-point line.
That's why he's tough to guard. He's just a scorer.
Saturday, April 18th, NASCAR on Fox moves to the Phoenix International Raceway, where Jimmy Johnson will try to defend his title against a full field of the world's greatest drivers. Coverage of the Subway Fresh Fit 500 from Phoenix begins Saturday, April 18th at 8 p.m. in high definition on Fox. Yakuba Diawara out. James Jones checks in. 5 points for Diawara, who started his 4th consecutive game tonight. And Harrington hits on both. Al Harrington, after a scoreless first quarter, has 19 points in this game. A 1-point game here at the Heat's house. Meanwhile, Dwyane Wade has scored 8 straight points for Miami. He's got 40 in the game with 5:20 still left in the third quarter. Remember, Wade's season and career high, 50. Here's Wade against Wilson Chandler. Comes up short on the finger roll, got it back, and drew a foul. He has been relentless tonight. Even that shot went in, although it doesn't count. But, Coach, I think you can sense the importance of the game by the body language, aggressiveness, and the overall on-court demeanor of the game's great one, Dwyane Wade.
He reminds me of Steve Smith, who used to play for the Heat, who in this respect, he may be the best in the league at retrieving his own miss. He just did it again. He goes in among the trees, he misses the shot, he quick jumps and gets to the ball and then draws the foul. He is unbelievable getting a rebound from his own miss.
Wilson Chandler picking up his 3rd foul, team foul number 4 on the New York Knickerbockers. You know, the Knicks would have to win tonight's game and their home finale against the Nets on Wednesday. They'd have to win them both to avoid a 50-loss season. For the 2nd straight year. Last 4 years, the Knicks have averaged 54 losses a season. It has been tough going for New York.
And the Heat come back in a 2-3 zone for the first time tonight. You got to recognize where the shooters are and get to them. Oh, my.
Had that pop out.
Oh, man.
Michael Beasley was attacked by Harrington, who took it away. It's a loose ball, and Wade beat Harrington to it. Now they're wrestling, and Harrington will be whistled for the foul right in front of the Heat bench. How about your best player, your superstar, your MVP candidate, diving on the floor for a loose ball?
That's what you call leadership right there. Leading by example, staying back, getting on the floor, Big possession right here. Watch that ball come out. Beasley gets his 10th rebound. He gets it taken away by Harrington. D-Wade to the rescue. Heat ball up 3 when we come back.
Four meals under $4. Now that sounds like a good deal.
You bet it is. 4 under 4 is your favorite steak burger, even chicken fingers. All for under $4, cooked when you order with our famous shoestring fries. All day, every day.
I'd like to get rid of my whole meal plan and just give it to...
I tell you what, the value is fantastic.
4 meals under $4. Better burgers, better value, Steak and Shake.
The haters, the naysayers.
The ones who lost faith and said so.
To my hometown.
305.
For the fans, from Courtside to Uptown.
For my team and for myself.
That I'm not just as good as they say I am, I'm better. I want to prove that hard work pays off.
That no one works harder.
That Michael Beasley was born to play this game.
I want to prove that I am the MVP.
Miami Heat basketball on Sun Sports is being brought to you by Chevy. Find your Chevy today at ChevyDealer.com. And by Bluebell, better by a country smile. Now this 21st season of Miami Heat basketball highlighted by the greatest player in franchise history, Dwyane Wade. He's going to be the first Heat player in 21 years to lead the NBA in scoring. Wade came in at 29.9 a game. On the first 5 seasons of his career, he had 11 40-point games. He's got 13 this year, including tonight, 42 for Wade. It's the second time this year he's been over 40 points against the Knicks. He had 46 in their late February matchup.
Talked about him, his leadership. You think anybody wants this game more than he does? He stays back to help Michael Beasley out. Harrington makes the steal. Not only does Wade get on the floor after this, but then he calls timeout. He's got the frame of mind to call it. He's a very, very smart player to go along with everything else that he does so well.
They could have very well whistled a foul on Al Harrington. But great hustle by Wade. He'd have possession of a 3-point lead. There's Beasley hitting a 3. Michael Beasley. He's given you a lot tonight. 15 points, 10 rebounds, back-to-back double-doubles, and his 7th double-double in his rookie season.
Coach Spoelstra talked about how Beasley now is in rhythm, that he's really getting within the, the set offense, running the way that he wants him to do, and getting the shots within the set offense is important, and he's really burying those shots.
Michael Beasley with a block on Chandler, but Wilson hangs in there. The Heat can delight their fans on the offensive end, but if they want to win this game, they're going to have to get it done defensively.
No doubt.
A 4-point lead for Miami. Wilson Chandler now has 15 for New York.
This might be one of those games where you win the game like 120 to 115, and then talk about how you played good defense to win it down the stretch.
The first 2 games between these clubs this year, 120 to 115. Knicks win it on opening night. Heat win it late February here. Duhan from downtown. And the long rebound to Daquan Cook. The Knicks tonight are 8 of 19 from downtown. The Heat, 11 of 22 from the land of 3.
With that rebound, Lee now has his double-double with 10 rebounds and 11 points.
Joel Alexander into the ball game, replacing McClure. Jermaine O'Neal out for the rest of the game with a strained calf. Here's Beasley maneuvering and scoring. Michael Beasley. He's got 8 points in the quarter now. 17 points to go with 10 rebounds. Just the second time this season Beasley's put together back-to-back double-figure rebound games.
Remember the other night he had 12 points in the second quarter against Boston.
Pretty move by Chris Duhan, who set a Knicks single-game assist record earlier this year, back on the 29th of November. He dished out 22 assists against the Golden State Warriors.
Another one of the many dookies in the NBA.
The Raptors by 1. 3.5 minutes left, third quarter. We'll keep you up to the minute. Beasley lost his footing, threw it away to Wilson Chandler. The 7th Heat turnover. It's been a low turnover game for both sides. Both teams shooting 53%, and that's a body foul by Dwyane Wade. Dwyane picks up his second personal.
Wade was a little late on that. He saw that pass just a fraction too late. He was trying to play the passing lane. Watch him come up. He was just a little late on it, and Harrington saw Wade come and try to hit it to a teammate, and then took the body part.
D. Wade doing his Ed Reed impersonation, closing like a free safety in the National Football League. Now David Lee, Chris Duhon, and Wilson Chandler all leave the New York lineup. Chris Wilcox, Nate Robinson, and Larry Hughes have checked in. Now Millennium Laser Eye Centers and the Miami Heat are teaming up to allow you the opportunity to go lens-free. Visit Heat.com, register to win a free LASIK procedure and 2 free tickets to a Heat playoff game. Millennium wants to show you the game as you've never seen it before. Lens-free and crystal clear.
You talked about a low turnover game, Eric. That play by Beasley down there, that was the first turnover of the quarter for the Heat. New York has no turnovers in this quarter.
Miami ranks 3rd in the league, just 12 turnovers a game. They've had 24 games this year, 24 with 10 turnovers or less. Meanwhile, the Knicks have hit 13 of their 14 free throws. Al Harrington with 21 points, his 4th straight game with 20 or better, and Harrington has passed the 10,000 career point mark. Dwyane Wade, another 3. Wade with 45 points. He's headed for Club 50 again this year, a place he's been twice already this season, at Orlando and home against Utah.
They tried to double team him that time. He backed up, waited for the double team to leave, and then made the 3.
Well, Dwyane Wade, he is tripling up a storm. He's got 4 triples in this game. Actually, 5 threes. He's tied his career high. He's set his career high. Wow. He's on fire.
You're looking at one of the greatest players to ever play this game. He's proven it this year, carrying this young team to the playoffs, and now he's even making shots from the 3-point line with regularity. Watch D. Wade again. Coming off the last one, he buries another one, gives the Heat an 8-point lead. A strong MVP candidate.
For a limited time, we expanded our Hyundai Assurance so that if you lose your income, we'll make your payments for 3 months. And if that's not enough time to work things out, you can return the car with no impact on your credit. We're all in this together, and we think it'll be a little easier to get through it with a good set of wheels.
Plus, save on every Hyundai with up to $6,000 cash back. 0 down is available. There's even 0% financing this week at your Hyundai dealer.
Whether you're man or mutant, Papa John's knows you'll love the new XL Extreme Cheese Pizza. Extra large, 33% larger than Papa John's large. Extra cheesy, nearly 1 pound of cheese. And an extremely good value, just $11.99. Call or click papajohns.com. It's easy. The XL Extreme Cheese Pizza, only $11.99. See the first movie event of the summer, X-Men Origins, Wolverine, only in theaters.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
That's Heat Vice President Michael McCullough unveiling the brand new MV3 shirts promoting D. Wade's most valuable player candidacy. I'll tell you another great promotion for D. Wade as an MVP. How about 48 points? And we're still in the 3rd quarter. Wade is 16 for 24 from the field. He's made 6 triples, a new career high. Wade had 5 threes in the March 9th game at home against Chicago. He has scored 16 of Miami's last 21 points.
He had no 50-point game coming into this season. He had 50 against the Orlando Magic and 50 against Utah.
I'd say D. Wade is headed for Club 50 again on this Easter Sunday special here in Miami.
He may have to get more than 60 for the Heat to win this game.
Heat are up 8, a minute 28 left in the 3rd. Harrington missed the jumper. Loose ball rebound. And it goes out of bounds. We get a loose ball foul. And it will be on Miami.
Joel, I believe.
Yep. Joel Anthony's first foul. Joel Anthony's only played in 4 of the Heat's last 17 games. But he's one of those young players that always stays ready.
Eric, you know that we have a 90-year-old fan watching from Broward County. And the reason I'm bringing it up, his name is Ozzie Sheckman. You know what his claim to fame is? Scored the first basket ever in the NBA in 1946, the first game against the Toronto Huskies. He played for the New York Knicks, November 1st, 1946. You know who threw him the pass? Leo Gottlieb, Ron Rothstein's uncle. After he threw the pass to him, he said, if I knew the significance of that basket, I would have shot it myself. Ozzie's a big fan of Sun Sports and the Miami Heat.
Good stuff, Coach. Ozzie, hope you're enjoying a thrilling afternoon and early evening here in Miami. The Heat are up 7, 1:16 left in the third. Wade already has 48 points. A three on the way. And this one comes down to Nate Robinson. Wade has already tripled 6 times tonight. Career high. And Quentin Richardson and Diawara collide, and I think Quentin got the worst of that. Quentin Richardson getting a shot to the side of his head. Diawara seems to be okay. I think he got him with his chin.
Watch this as Diawara comes over. Boom. Oh, yeah, he did. Diawara's chin hit Richardson's head. Normally, it should be the other way around when a guy gets hurt like that. It should be the chin that's bothering you. Well, I wouldn't want to punch him, Diawara. You can't knock him out. He's got a strong chin.
You would never punch the Rainbow Man, Coach.
No, I wouldn't. And he reminds me of Muhammad Ali. You couldn't knock him out either.
Might be the first time Yakuba Diawara has ever been compared to Muhammad Ali. Maybe the last as well.
And Muhammad Ali didn't have that rainbow J, though. I don't think.
Yeah, the Knicks staying in this thing with 51% shooting from the field and 15 for 17 from the free throw line. Al Harrington is out. He leaves with 21 points. Jared Jeffries replaces him. Meanwhile, the Heat going with James Jones, Joel Anthony, Daquan Cook, Michael Beasley, and Dwyane Wade. And a lunging rebound that time for James Jones. Under a minute left in the third quarter, the Heat with a 6-point lead.
Eric, I think the key for Wade now is don't settle for the three. Now they're playing you out there. Take them to the basket. There you go. That's what he does best. Normally he passes to an open teammate.
Well, Jeffries was open, but wearing the wrong colored jersey. Hughes missing the 3 ball. James Jones with his 2nd rebound in a row.
Excellent box out right there.
Now the home crowd also knows the importance of this game. Wade, roundhouse hook, 50 points for the 3rd time this year.
See what he did, Eric? He pulled up like he was going to shoot the J, and the defender bid on it. He used a change of pace dribble and got in and put the ball off the glass.
Remember, the Heat's all-time scoring record is 56 in a single game, held by Glenn Rice. That record in major jeopardy tonight.
G-Money did that in the old Miami Arena.
Nate Robinson missed the shot, but he will go to the free throw line.
Joel Anthony again with the foul.
Now, Glenn Rice, when he set the record, it was also in the month of April. That game was against Orlando. That was an April 15th game. And the remarkable thing about this scoring outburst, Coach, he's got 50 points. We're still in the 3rd quarter. This could turn out to be the greatest individual scoring game in the 21-year franchise history of the Heat.
We just talked about taking the guy off the dribble, not settling for the 3, but the fact that he's been hitting it, the defender thought he was going to pull up and shoot the J. Wade, being the smart player that he was, took him off the dribble and made the runner off the board.
Well, Nate Robinson, he only has 4 points in this game. Nate averages 17. Well, now he has 5. Miami ahead by 6. 5 seconds left in the 3rd. Cook in a hurry. And he got it off, but he put it up lightly. Miami 54% through 3 quarters. And how about D. Wade? For the 3rd time this year, he reaches club 50, as in 50 points, and we still have 12 minutes left in a very significant game here late in the season for Miami.
Excuse me. Do you know the way to Route 70?
Nope.
What is that?
That's the money you could be saving with Geico. Poor fella. Must have been following you for miles. Looks tired.
Tell me who's watching. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
People say you shouldn't.
Show them why you should.
Here's the matrix.
People say you can't.
Show them why you can.
Beasley with a...
When people say you won't,
show them why you will.
Another steal.
Then there will be no doubters.
Wade inside, got it and fouled. Oh, what a play by Wade. Right, left, middle, he was everywhere.
This is the Masters, one hole at a time. And this is the Masters Experience, compliments of DirecTV. Enjoy 4 screens of enhanced coverage, all on one channel. Watch daily highlights and live action from the most challenging holes, including Amen Corner, plus leaderboards and stats at your fingertips. All this in high definition. Amen to that. The Masters Experience begins April 9th, only on DirecTV.
Did you know it only takes a moment to order a pay-per-view movie at DirecTV.com? Then you can watch it on any receiver in the house. Watch half in the living room, half in the bedroom. Now that's convenient. Premiering in your home this weekend. Yes Man, starring Jim Carrey.
You have to say yes to everything.
Yes. Punisher, Warzone.
Somebody has to punish the corrupt. This is just the beginning.
All the movies start at Channel 125. DirecTV pay-per-view. Stay in. Enjoy the show.
It's been an amazing evening here in Miami. Dwyane Wade has become the first Heat player ever to record multiple 50-point games. He's got 2 already this year, and now 3. Wade with 50 points through 3 quarters. He's done it on 17 for 26 from the field, 6 of 11 from 3, 10 of 11 from the foul line. Michael Beasley, back-to-back double-doubles, the rookie with 7 double-doubles for the season. Beasley doing it in consecutive games at Boston, and here tonight, Al Harrington leading the Knicks with 21 points on 6 of 13 from the field, 7 of 8 from the line. But the incredible thing, Wade 50 points through 3 quarters, and coach, this is still a very tight game with the Heat opening the 4th quarter ahead by 6.
And now Beasley becomes an important man in this lineup because Wade's getting a rest on the bench. Beasley's the go-to guy. They'll run the offense through him until Wade gets back into the game.
So Dwyane Wade in the same year has set the Heat scoring record against the Knicks 3 different times. Here's Larry Hughes, baseline drive, beautiful handoff. Wilcox with a finish. That was a terrific setup by Hughes. Wilcox with 6. Coach, between Dwyane Wade and Michael Beasley, they have scored the last 25 points for Miami. A great note from our 21-year veteran statistician, the one and only Steve LeBeau. Beasley again. Michael Beasley has become the first Heat rookie since Dwyane Wade in 2004 to record 3 consecutive games of 20 points or better. He's got 21 with 10 rebounds tonight.
You know, he had 9 rebounds against New Orleans. Otherwise, he'd have 3 games in a row of a double-double.
Miami's up by 8. Block shot by Joel Anthony. Here's Nate Robinson. He lost the ball. Mario Chalmers comes up with another steal, his 3rd of the game.
You love the block by Joel because he didn't block it out of bounds. He kept it inbounds, and the Heat gained possession.
Chalmers threw that one away. He thought Beasley was going backdoor for the lob. And by the way, I don't want to cheat Mario out of a steal. He's got 4 steals in tonight's game. It's the 15th time in his rookie year he's recorded at least 4 steals in one game. 2 out of the corner for Jared Jeffries. And Jared Jeffries tonight has been quietly efficient, making all 5 of his shots for 10 points. 101-95 Miami.
The only problem with Jeffries, he started at center and doesn't have a rebound tonight.
Chalmers got by Nate Robinson, tight ropes the end line, and commits his 2nd consecutive turnover. The Heat with 10 turnovers for the game, shooting 55%. The Knicks shooting 51% with 6 turnovers. Miami has a 3-rebound advantage and a huge advantage by that man who has 50 points in this game through 3 quarters. Oh my, Wilcox with an outrageous jam.
Outstanding pick and roll by the Knicks. Post Bolster doesn't like it. He calls timeout.
You said Dwyane Wade might have to have 60 for the Heat to win. You could be right on target there with 9:51 to play in a 4-point game.
The Day the Earth Stood Still, now available on Blu-ray and DVD, includes the original classic.
Hey, Sam, what's up?
Up?
Nothing's up. The whole industry's down. I ain't had a sale in months.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, all I get are these gassers with their crop dusters and Baldinis trying to trade them in for something better.
You know, at Headquarter Toyota, we encourage all trade-ins. That way our customers can upgrade and get a new car.
Well, what kind of clip joint are you?
We're not.
Oh.
At Headquarter Toyota, we only speak one language, yours.
I'm James Jones of the Miami Heat, and I'm tobacco-free. I don't smoke, I don't dip, and I don't chew. Join me as we work together to create a tobacco-free Florida. For information, visit tobaccofreeflorida.com.
The final two games of the regular season coming up quickly. Miami in Atlanta Tuesday night, a 7 p.m. tilt against a team they could very well face in round one of the NBA playoffs. The Hawks have already clinched the number 4 seed. Miami trying to nail down the number 5 seed. That game's a 7 o'clock start. Then the following night, Wednesday, the regular season finale here at the Heat's house. The Detroit Pistons come to town. The Pistons at the moment rank 8th in the East. They've won 3 of their last 4, and they host the Chicago Bulls tomorrow night. The Bulls have won 4 in a row. And that'll do it for the regular season. We invite you to enjoy both games with us right here on Sun Sports. And then we'll find out who the Heat are playing and where the first round of the playoffs will begin. 9:51 remaining in this Easter Sunday special. A lot of the young ones are in the house. There's a look at my family.
Yeah.
Mom Corinne, daughter Darielle, and Felicia, wife Sonid. Wade opens the fourth quarter with a miss. Joel Anthony with a rebound. Beasley. Oh, he hit a deep 2 out of the corner. I was still trying to regain my composure after the surprise of seeing the loved ones up on the Heat's house. Well, they, among 20,000 others, enjoying this game here at the AmericanAirlines Arena. Countless more enjoying the game with us right here on Sun Sports. Miami's up 6. Nate Robinson rolls off. And Beasley, he didn't hold on to the rebound, but Dwyane Wade did. And how about the news from Toronto? A 7-point lead for the Raptors. Remember, a Miami win and a Philadelphia loss would send the Heat to Atlanta in the 4-5 playoff matchup they're hoping to get to. 5 on the shot clock. Ball gets to Joel. And then is taken away quickly by Nate Robinson. Chandler unloads a 3. And Dwyane Wade captures the rebound. Dwyane Wade, 50 points, 8 rebounds.
3 assists.
And 6 triples, a career high. Here he comes. Dwyane Wade headed to the free throw line. Well, Dwyane Wade with 50 points for the 3rd time. He scored 50 at Orlando, had 50 in the triple overtime win against Utah. The next stop trying to set the single game Heat record, which has been held for a long time by Glenn Rice, who scored 56 against Orlando in April of '95.
Yeah, that was Shaq and Penny Hardaway's team. National TV, G-Money came out and just burned them, and the Heat beat Orlando on national TV with G-Money scoring 56.
An insignificant game for the Heat in the standings. They weren't headed to the playoffs that year, but it was a national TV appearance and just one of the great nights or afternoons in franchise history. A record that stood for 13 years. It's in trouble tonight.
In that September '95, Pat Riley came aboard.
51 points for Dwyane. Miami's ahead 104-97, 8:22 to play in the game. Robinson jitterbugging in, but it's sent back by Joel Anthony, his 2nd block shot. Here's Mario lobbing, Beasley crossing. The rookies collaborating.
Oh, that was beautiful. And again, the Heat score off of a block shot at the other end, just like they used to do when Alonzo Mourning was patrolling the lane defensively.
Well, Michael Beasley now has 25 points and 10 rebounds. The last 3 games, he's putting up numbers like he did as a freshman phenom at Kansas State a year ago.
How about Joel Anthony getting time tonight because of Jermaine O'Neal having problems, not being able to come back in this second half. And Joel Anthony taking advantage of the extra minutes he's getting.
Well, Joel Anthony, early in the year, he was a force as a shot blocker. This is the first time he's played this year against the Knicks. Joel playing in only his 4th game in the last 17 games. Miami leads by 9 with 7:47 left in the game. Wilson Chandler on the free throw line. I'm going to show you when Jermaine O'Neal got hurt. At least this is where we think it happened. He went for a couple of blocks in the second quarter right here.
Yeah, see, he came during a timeout. See Jay Sable, the Heat trainer, working on that calf, that left calf.
Wilson Chandler now has 17 points. Chalmers, nice pass. Joel with a stuff. What a great feed by Mario Chalmers, his 7th assist. Miami up by 9. 7.5 minutes to go.
What you love about the Heat right now, Eric, they are attacking the basket. They are taking it right to the Knicks. They're not trying to sit on the lead. They're being very aggressive and assertive scoring-wise.
Quentin Richardson tonight underneath. 6 on the shot clock for New York. This is Chandler. The jumper is good. Wilson Chandler, you can see why the Knicks are so high on him. Has improved his scoring by 7 points a game this year. He's up to 14 a game. Tonight he has 19.
Played in the rookie-sophomore game during All-Star Weekend.
He's the 5th best second-year scorer in the NBA. Cook misses a 3. This game far from over with how quickly the Knicks can put up points. Under 7 minutes left, the Heat lead by 7. Miami shooting 56%. David Lee missed the short hook. Rebound to Dwyane Wade. That's his 9th rebound. Imagine scoring over 50 and getting double-figure rebounds as well. Here he comes. He got it.
Oh, boy.
Over David Lee. And once again, one man going in 3 different directions.
Good job by D. Wade after Beasley tapped that ball off the board to him at the other end.
53 for Wade. David Lee missed her on the reverse. The 11th rebound for Beasley. The incredible Dwyane Wade having another magical game.
If the Heat hold on here, and Toronto holds on with their win over Philadelphia, the Heat secure the 5th place in the playoffs.
Mario Chalmers now has 15 points, and Mike D'Antoni wants a timeout. Miami, all of a sudden, up by 11, 53 for Dwyane Wade.
Hey, buddy, you left your little man step down.
Would you rather have a Ford F-150 with a man step or a Silverado that backs you for 100,000 miles or 5 years? Unbeatable coverage, unbeatable value. Chevy Silverado, America's best truck.
Don't be scared, let it go. Ain't nothing to it, but to do it, gon' lose control. Get loose, cause I told you so. We gon' get this party poppin', ready, set, go.
Front, back, side to side. Front, back, side to side. Now move it front, back, side to side. Front, back, side to side. Now move it up, down, round.
The pound-for-pound king and UFC legend are back to face fighters gunning for victory. As the world's best, Anderson the Spider Silva defends his middleweight title for a record 5th time against dangerous jiu-jitsu ace Talis Latus. Also, 2 of the sport's best strikers finally clash when Chuck the Iceman Liddell goes toe-to-toe against Mauricio Shogun Rua. Tap Out presents UFC 97 Redemption. Live Saturday, April 18th from Bell Center in Montreal, Canada. On DirecTV pay-per-view.
The final score tonight.
Dwyane Wade, talked about him tonight, taking the ball to the rim. He was doing a lot of this early in the game. As he got the defense to play off him a little bit, doing all of this early, then he started to shoot the threes, burying them from all over the place. Not supposed to be a three-point shooter, but he makes them when the team needs him most. And D. Wade going 6 for 11 from the three-point line. Right there, he's going in, scoring, doing everything he can. 53 points. Wow.
And he's done it on 18 for 28 shooting, 6 of 11 from 3, 11 of 13 from the line. And you see the highest point totals this year in the NBA. And notice that Kobe Bryant and Dwyane Wade have both posted their huge numbers against this same New York defense. LeBron James also had 52 against the Knicks defense. But it's not about how many points Wade can score. It's about Miami getting a win and perhaps securing the number 5 seed pending the outcome of Philadelphia's game in Toronto. Last we checked, the Raptors were in front with about 5 minutes left. 5:45 left here. Harrington misses the 3. Cook with a rebound. Dwyane Wade is 3 points shy of the Heat's single-game scoring record set by Glenn Rice 14 years ago. Here he comes! Dwyane Wade, another 2. He's got 55. Miami's up by 13.
Oh, that was the prettiest one yet. One hand off the dribble.
5:18 left. A game now you don't want to see end.
You can't relax against this team, as you said, Eric. They can score in bunches. This game's far from over with 11-point lead, a little over 5 minutes left.
19 points for Wilson Chandler. Checking that should be 21 for Chandler. We'll see if they correct the stat monitor. I have him for 21. It's a 114-103 lead for Miami, and Cook hits a 3.
They double-team Wade. He gives it up to Chalmers. He gives it to Cook, and he comes through with a 3.
Miami has hit on 14 of 27 triples tonight. And the Heat trying to blow this thing open with 4:40 to go. Duhan, topside Harrington. Pump fake on Wade, and it rolls off. Michael Beasley with his 12th rebound.
Heat doing an outstanding job playing the three-point line. Now, you saw 3 guys try to take the Heat off the dribble because the Heat are closing out on the three-point shots. New York now is double-teaming Wade every time he brings the ball over half court.
Beasley against Harrington, looking for Wade, instead opts for Chalmers. 5 on the shot clock. Nice pass by Beasley. Here's Cook for 3. Boy, Michael Beasley really made the right play. He had an open shot, but he saw his open three-point specialist teammate, Daquan Cook. A very nice pass by Beasley.
He's improved in so many areas, Eric. The one thing he's been consistent with all year is the jump shot. He's a better driver to the basket. We said it earlier. He's assertive. He's strong. He's passing the ball better, and he's rebounding in traffic much better than he did earlier.
Great D by Wade, forcing Wilson Chandler into the miss. I don't know about you, Coach. I am rooting for Dwyane Wade to not only set the Heat single-game record, I'd love to see him go for the even number of 60.
Yeah, I agree with you. G-Money's one of our favorite players to ever play for the Heat, but you love watching D. Wade perform. He deserves the record.
And you know it's great, he won't take a forced shot to try to get it. He had an open look, but instead he found the wide-open Joel Anthony underneath. Have you ever seen a guy this unselfish score that many points?
8th best. He's not only the leading scorer in the league, but the 8th best guy in the league for assists.
It's Wade's 55 points. Richardson hits the hook. Daquan Cook commits the foul. Quentin Richardson now with 14. It's a 119-105 Heat lead with 3:15 remaining.
Well, Richardson's not getting any shots off on the perimeter, so he takes his man down in the low post, does a little drop step, comes back to the baseline, kisses it off the glass.
Your Marooney.com netcam replay brought to you by Marooney. Heat fans, when you need a car, truck, or van, who are you going to call? Call 1-877-MAROONEY.
The Heat fell asleep on that rebound, Eric. I think they thought it was 2 shots.
Harrington missing the 3. Beasley with his 13th rebound for the 2nd game in a row. He's put up career-high numbers on the glass. 13 rebounds in each of the last 2 games.
So he's got 35.
Wade for 3. That one ricochets off to Quentin Richardson. It would have given him 58 points. Chandler on the reverse, and he was fouled. Well, all sorts of scenarios unfolding. A Heat win coupled with a Sixers loss would wrap up number 5 for Miami, but we're all watching history unfold. Can Dwyane Wade set the Heat's single-game record? Come back and find out with us.
Hi, I'm Chris Asmore, General Manager at Esserman Nissan. It's our 20th anniversary, so come celebrate with the largest volume Nissan dealer in Florida. Lease the new 2009 Nissan Altima for only $179 a month, or the all-new 2009 Nissan Maxima for only $299 a month. Celebrate by buying a new Nissan Versa SL for only $14,886. It's our 20th anniversary celebration. Only the best deals, and that's a fact. Esserman Nissan, Palmetto on 57th Ave.
I'm Udonis Haslam with the Miami Heat, and I'm tobacco-free. I don't smoke, I don't dip, and I don't chew. Join me as we work together to create a tobacco-free Florida. For more information, visit tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Sun Sports is your home for the Miami Heat. Michael Beasley and the rest of the Heat travel to Atlanta to play against Joe Johnson and the Atlanta Hawks. Heat Hawks, Tuesday at 7 on Sun Sports.
People say you shouldn't.
Show them why you should.
There's the matrix.
People say you can't.
Show them why you can.
Beasley with a...
When people say you won't,
show them why you will.
Another steep walk, and he sees it pivot. Watch it again.
New head.
Then there will be no doubters.
Wade inside, got it and fouled. Oh, what a play by Wade. Right, left, middle. He was everywhere. Well, Heat fans, we're enjoying NBA history together. Dwyane Wade with 3 of the top 5 scoring performances in a single game in Heat history. It's all unfolded this year. It continues to unfold tonight. He's got 55 points, and we still have 2:44 left in a very exciting game. And this is just a warm-up to the next act, the 2009 NBA playoffs. The Heat are in. Who they play, when it begins, still to be determined. But individual game tickets for home games 1 and 2 of round 1 are on sale now. Don't miss a moment of the postseason excitement here at the Heat's house. Purchase your playoff tickets by logging on to Heat.com, by visiting Ticketmaster outlets, or by calling 1-800-4NBA-TICKS. Now, if the Heat and Atlanta Hawks do meet in the playoffs, it would be the second such meeting. Remember the 94 first-round series when Miami was the number 8 seed. Atlanta was number 1. I'll never forget it because the Heat came back to Miami for Game 4, leading 2-1 in a 5-game series. They lost Game 4 at home, then wound up losing Game 5 in Atlanta to Danny Manning and the Hawks. Oh, Mike D'Antoni has great respect for Dwyane Wade. He was an Olympic assistant coach when Wade helped Team USA win gold. Tonight, Wade with 55 points.
The last time the Knicks were in town, I asked Mike D'Antoni, I said, is this a legitimate statement? If D. Wade didn't play for the U.S. Olympic team, Spain would have the gold medal. He goes, yes, that's a very legitimate statement to make.
Wade with 6 triples in this game. The Heat have tripled 14 times in 29 tries. It's the second time in the last 4 games Miami has 14 triples in a game. They did it at Washington. The 14 trays are a season high.
Beasley just got his career high, 14 rebounds.
And Wade threw it away. Well, Wade needs 1 point to tie Glenn Rice's 14-year-old single-game Heat scoring record.
He's going to have to take it to the basket, I think. They're not going to let him shoot a jump shot.
6-point Toronto lead with 4 minutes to go. And you got to be rooting for the Raptors if you're a Heat fan. A Heat win and a Raptors win secures the 5th seed for Miami and that first-round playoff matchup with Atlanta. Richardson off the spin, inside, spun it up, and Beasley gobbling up rebounds. Just 2 nights after grabbing 13 in Boston, he has 15 tonight.
This is what he did at Kansas State.
25 points as well for Beasley. Jared Jeffries is on Wade, and Wade recovers it, saves it in, where it's reclaimed by Chalmers. Finds Cook. 4 to shoot. Mario to Beasley. Got it off. Got it in! A triple for Michael Beasley. And it is party time here in Miami.
He's got a career high in points and rebounds. Chalmers, 9 assists. He ties his career high. Chalmers with 9 assists.
Beasley had 28 earlier this year against Phoenix. He's done it tonight on 12 of 18 shooting. Yeah, he's averaged 44 minutes a game the last 2. He's got 40 minutes tonight. All right, D. Wade, how about taking care of individual history? I'm telling you, he won't take a bad shot to do it.
I don't think his teammates know that, you know, what's developing here. They don't know the significance of him scoring another basket. He's coming out, I believe.
Darrell Wright coming into the game, and Dwyane Wade will come out.
G-Money's happy.
He might be the only one. Glenn Rice, your 14-year record still stands.
Dwyane Wade, one of the few areas he will settle for second best.
It's only a matter of time, though. He's going to break it someday. He's just G-Money, you can own it for a little while longer. D-Wade will get it. He'll get you one day.
55 points for Wade, only 5 in the fourth quarter. Now the most important thing, the Heat ending a 2-game losing streak. This was a must-win game for Miami, Coach. You lose this game at home, you open yourself up to all sorts of negative possibilities.
What this does now, the Heat win, not looking at Toronto yet, the Toronto game, the Heat win eliminates Detroit and Chicago from getting the 5th seed.
Chris Quinn angles right. 5 on the shot clock. 35 seconds left in what has been great NBA theater. Miami shooting 56% in this game. 55 points for Wade, 28 points, 16 rebounds for Michael Beasley.
How about Joel Anthony playing most of the second half with Jermaine O'Neal hurt, doing a great job defensively.
And coach, for the second year in a row, the New York Knicks will lose at least 50 games. Well, Miami wins their 42nd game of the year. They improve by 27 wins. They're the 7th team in NBA history to improve by 27 wins the next year. So the Heat go to 42-38. They've guaranteed themselves a winning season. Now we'll await the outcome of Philadelphia's game in Toronto. But Miami, we said it was a do-it-yourself Sunday. The Heat have gotten all kinds of help from others, but they did do it themselves tonight. A huge win numerically and emotionally. Dwyane Wade gets his 55, and Jason Jackson is with the one and only superstar D-Wade.
For the 3rd time this season, we enjoy a 50-point conversation, and this one for the 2nd time with a win. Dwyane, on a night like this where you're going and the team's going, where does your focus remain? As you know, the win is coming, but so is a possibility to make history on the floor.
Well, I mean, you never know. We've given up games before, so you just got to continue to stay aggressive, and that's all it was about for me. It was about getting this win, trying to continue to keep destiny in our hands right now in this playoff race.
Looked like both teams were headed toward 120-point nights. You've been able to hang in these games with New York. Opening night didn't get that one. You get these next 2. What was the difference tonight?
Well, we know that we can score with the best of teams. We have that ability, and the main thing is for us, we want to continue to drive defense and rebounding. But early on they got it going, so we had to get it done in the 3rd quarter, 4th quarter, to get the stops to get the win.
It's always nice to get these wins at home. It's always nice from a historical perspective to get against the Knicks. But how nice is it to get this win when you know that magic number to lock in your spot at 5 is so close, and if Toronto holds on, it might be a couple days rest for you waiting.
Well, that's what it was all about. It was all about, like I said, putting destiny in our hands, which it was, and keeping it there. We know that games against New Orleans and Boston, but we've got better in those games. So, we came in here with our heads up and looking forward to moving on. So hopefully we get this win, and hopefully Sean Marion and them.
Hopefully he won't tweet about it before it's all over. Dwyane, before I let you run, how nice is it to see these MV3 jerseys, T-shirts, and chants as a very tight vote is coming up in midweek for the media?
Well, first of all, I appreciate my fans. All season been supportive behind me, chanting MVP, giving me that confidence, and now I appreciate the organization for even, not disrespecting LeBron or Kobe, just, showing love to me in the season I'm having. So, I just appreciate being in that talk.
Thanks a lot, Dwyane. Congratulations on the double nickel. Always nice.
Thank you.
Very good. Dwyane Wade, number 3, put 55 on the board to help the Heat move to 122-105. The victory for the Heat in American Airlines Arena. Heat Live is coming up, and we've got a boatload of activity. Don't you dare move. You're watching Sun Sports.
This is NBA action. This week, we check in with the up-and-coming Portland Trailblazers. We'll take a timeout with the Chicago Bulls' Ben Gordon.
Yeah. It'll come back.
We'll spotlight the Spurs' clutch shooter, Roger Mason. And as always, we'll bring you the top 10 plays of the week.
Walker blocked by Zambia. Well, that gets everybody fired up.
begin by taking you into the action with a young team that's rising in the West, the Portland Trail Blazers. As the season began, Portland was intent on returning to the playoffs for the first time in 6 years.
1, 2, 3, wait.
I think expectations are high, but I think we're ready for it. I think that's the reason you want to play in the NBA is to make the playoffs and to try to win championships. So that's our goal. I think the things we have to do is come together.
Our biggest challenge is just overcoming young age, growing together, taking our bumps and bruises and just rolling with them. And I think if we can do that and we can just get better and stay together, I think we're going to be good.
The Trailblazers were fighting for playoff position when they opened a crucial stretch by facing another contender, the Suns.
Down low for Grego into Lopez with ease. 3-on-2. Fernandez. Outlaw. Roy. This game had a playoff atmosphere when we started, but a huge win for the Blazers.
Pressure wasn't the only thing growing for Portland.
Brandon and I were just talking on the plane one day. He was like, you know what, I'm not going to shave until we clinch a playoff spot. I was like, all right. I said, I don't think you'll do it, but if you do, I'll do it with you. So ever since, we've been growing our beards out.
They took another step toward their goal with a win over Memphis and then met Utah in a matchup of teams tied for 6th in the West.
Be the aggressors going to the basket, all right? And make sure we keep the game simple, all right? 48-minute game, we go out and get this. Let's go.
Another lob to Roy at the rim from Blake. Give him another assist. Up ahead to Aldridge for the jam. And for the first time since March of 1992, the Blazers have made it 3 straight wins by 20 points or more.
While the win moved them up another notch in the standings, the Blazers knew they couldn't let up with the playoffs around the corner.
Everybody says that it's a new season coming along right now, and the intensity of all the games start to heighten. So, it definitely means a lot more. Guys trying to get to the playoffs and definitely going for the ultimate goal.
Staying hot with wins over the Grizzlies and Spurs, Portland clinched a postseason berth. But next was a matchup against the best in the West.
I'm just looking forward to playing the Lakers. Anytime you play the Lakers, it's a fun game. They have Kobe Bryant, one of the best players in the league. So best record, it's a chance to, just measure up against them. Who knows, maybe a team we may, see later in the postseason. So we want to just try to do our best out there and try to get a win.
Here's Kobe. Takes it down the left side. Batum blocks it. Portland stays in contention for home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs. That's what's really important here tonight.
After beating the Lakers, the Blazers knocked off the Clippers and Thunder. And with 9 wins in 10 games, they're playing their best at just the right time. Welcome back to NBA Action. In this week's edition of Instant Replay, one player heads to the sidelines, but another returns to the court. While the Spurs' Manu Ginobili will be out for the season with an ankle injury, the Lakers welcome back Andrew Bynum, who missed 2 months with an injured knee. Returning against Denver, Bynum had 16 points and 7 rebounds.
I felt okay as far as win goes, but just timing's pretty bad right now. I missed a couple of easy rebounds and missed a couple of gimmies underneath the rim, but it'll come back.
Meanwhile, Andrew's teammate Kobe Bryant has reached another milestone. In a game against Portland, Kobe passed Charles Barkley to move into 17th place on the NBA's all-time scoring list. Next, we turn to the WNBA.
With the first pick in the 2009 WNBA draft, the Atlanta Dream select Angel McCoughtry from Louisville.
Angel McCoughtry joins the Dream after leading Louisville to the NCAA title game. At number 2, the Mystics chose Maryland's Marissa Coleman, and her teammate Christy Tolliver was selected 3rd by the Sky.
I just want to go help the team, have fun, and try to win a WNBA championship.
Back in the NBA, Dwyane Wade continues to make his case for league MVP. He was unstoppable against the Knicks, setting a new career scoring high.
Here he comes! Dwyane Wade, another 2. He's got 55.
Now to the week's best, Ben Gordon and Brandon Roy. Brandon was named the Western Conference Player of the Week after averaging 22 points and 5.5 assists, while leading the Trailblazers to a 4-0 mark. Gordon earned the honors in the East. He sparked the Bulls to 3 straight wins, averaged 27 points, and hit 52% from three-point range. Our snapshot of the week features the pregame ritual of LeBron James, whose Cavaliers clinched the league's best record and home court advantage throughout the playoffs. Now, let's take a timeout with the player who's been leading the Chicago Bulls playoff push, Ben Gordon.
Let's take a timeout with me, Ben Gordon. Good.
Gordon is unstoppable. That's a heck of a play right there by Gordon.
Gordon puts a move on Gibson. It counts him a foul.
Ben Gordon is putting on a show for everybody here. Here's Gordon. Ball away. Oh, stop it. Stop it.
Got to stop this guy. Gordon, he's feeling it. Oh, my. Is he ever? Ben Gordon.
The number 7 is basically my favorite number 4. And the number 3, I was the 3rd overall draft pick to the Bulls.
With the 3rd pick in the 2004 NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Ben Gordon from the University of Connecticut.
When I came here, 4 was retired, you know, the great Jerry Sloan. So I had to think of something quick, and I chose number 7. I like playing against the Knicks at Madison Square Garden because that's where I'm from.
The focus, the energy, the excitement, palpable here at Madison Square Garden.
It's just always an exciting place to play, you know, in the mecca of basketball. Since I've been in the league, my most memorable moment, I would say, is my rookie year. My first game-winning shot against the Knicks.
There's Gordon. Gordon looking for Heinrich. Now makes this move, gets inside the floater. Oh, he puts it in. With 2/10 of a second remaining. What a shot from Gordon. And the rookie from Mount Vernon does it again to the Knicks.
It was just something that I'll never forget. If I could make the ultimate guard, I would take Jason Kidd's passing ability.
Oh, my. What a pass.
Chris Paul's ball handling skills.
Oh, no. Did you see that?
Throws it through the legs.
Steve Nash's tricky shots.
Oh, what a move on
Kobe Bryant's will to win.
Inside the three-point arc. Fades and fires and hits at the buzzer. Kobe Bryant has hit a shot at the buzzer.
And LeBron James's athleticism.
Get out of his way! Mindset, baby, come on! Let's go. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together, let's go.
This year, our biggest challenge is to see if we can regain where we were at 2 years ago, being a playoff team and one of the better teams in the East.
We're back with more of NBA action. Now, let's go back into the action, this time in the East, where the Celtics hope to repeat last year's championship run.
Make room in the rafters. After a 22-season wait, another banner year in Boston. The Celtics are the 2008 NBA champions.
Once you get a taste of the success, you don't want it to end. You know, we know we're going to have our work cut on the Eastern Conference, and it's not going to be as easy as it was a year ago.
Last year was perfect, coming in and playing the way we want to play, so we still have a lot of work to do. You know, winning games, but, you know, right now, Leon's out, Scal's out, and Kevin's out.
When Kevin Garnett went down with a knee injury, the Celtics struggled to maintain their championship form. They had lost 4 out of 5 before returning home to face the surging Heat. Miami looked to exploit Boston's void in the middle, and the Celtics were locked in a tough battle.
Hey, we're getting that work, guys. That group has more energy than this group, all right? We're getting that work. Let's go.
The Celtics fought back to force overtime, and Paul Pierce carried them the rest of the way.
Rondo driving. Finds a wide open Paul Pierce. Steps back and cans a three. 36 points for Paul Pierce. 21 in the fourth quarter and in overtime.
Well, it was that time. We need to win so desperately right now. It's like we're losing bodies by the day, but we needed this win badly, and I just wanted to step up my game while the guys were out.
Pierce would get help 2 nights later when Garnett returned against the Spurs.
Welcome back, Keith.
And the AT&T Center is going to be jammed tonight with fans. Why? KG, he's got the green light. He's back.
Ray Allen finds Garnett for the flush.
With KG back, Boston carried a 4-game winning streak into Orlando in a showdown for second place in the East.
8 seconds remaining. Pierce to drive. Pierce inside. Blocked by Howard. Turkoglu the rebound. It's over. Orlando with the victory.
Boston lost not just the game, but also Garnett, who headed back to the sidelines. But Big Baby Davis stepped in to help beat Atlanta. And then came a double overtime win over Charlotte.
To Pierce. Pierce kicks it to the corner. Ray got it with 2.1 on the clock.
The Celtics went on a run of 10 wins in 11 games before running into a familiar foe, LeBron James.
And Allen trying to find Pierce. Stripped and taken away. James with the deflection. James back to Verja.
And we got the attitude right now. I don't make the play for us to stop the run. We got to play together.
A dominant, impressive victory for the Cavs.
Cleveland went on to a 31-point rout, and the Celtics know they face a tough playoff road.
Yeah, we're the defending champs, but that's over with. Home court advantage is going to be different this year for us. So, this whole playoff run will be different for us, and we play different teams. So, this is a whole new experience.
Time now for more of NBA action. Now we shine the spotlight on the sharpshooting guard of the San Antonio Spurs, Roger Mason.
I've always viewed myself as a good shooter, and I want to be known as the best.
And this year, Roger Mason has become one of the league's best three-point shooters with a special flair for making them in the clutch.
Mason for 3 in the lead. He hit another one. Roger Mason takes big shots and makes them. Bonner has to get it in here. He's getting close to 5. Fisher contested it. Mason fouled, and he made the shot. Wow! Who doesn't love this new guy?
I remember the first time I touched the ball, and I used to be afraid to catch. My dad would throw it hard at me, and I'd drop it, and he'd be like, man, you got to be tough. And he passed away when I was 10, and so that was like a sanctuary for me always. Basketball was a place where I could go and just get my mind off of his loss. I just used to imagine myself making shots, and over time, I got better and better, and people used to say, you're a good shooter. As a kid, you hear that, and you start believing it. I had a goal of being in the NBA one day, just from, watching the greats, Jordan, Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Larry Bird as a kid.
Mason fulfilled his dream when he was drafted by the Bulls, but he didn't last in Chicago. And after a short stint in Toronto, he ended up playing in Greece and Israel. But Roger didn't get discouraged.
Never in my mind did I feel like I wasn't an NBA player, but it just wasn't my time. It wasn't time for me to be Roger Mason Jr. and be a guy who could knock down shots and be on a very good team. So my journey going overseas, playing there, getting the ball back in my hand, really made me the player I am now.
His improvement in Europe earned him a shot with the Wizards in 2006, and he would get an unlikely chance to showcase his talents.
When Gilbert got hurt and Antonio Daniels was hurt, I was starting. And when I got the opportunity, I told myself I don't want to look back. And, I started showing a little bit of what I could do. And the rest is history.
Impressed by his play in Washington, the Spurs signed Roger prior to this season.
To have a championship caliber team, show that much interest. And early on, they let me know that I was a priority.
Here's Mason, another three over Barnes. He's knocked in his second in a row.
You talk about a guy that has found a home here.
Mason firing again. He's 7-3 of the night. Roger Mason Jr.
Now a starter on the playoff-bound Spurs, Mason is a lethal outside threat who's shown he can deliver at crunch time.
Here comes Duncan, high pick and roll. Mason for the lead. Bingo.
He's been unbelievable, being clutch in many games, hitting big shots.
Parker at the top on Hill, shakes, bumps for Mason, 3 for the win. Roger Mason. Merry Christmas, San Antonio.
He's such a competitor, and you know, he wants to win. He wants to help no matter what it takes.
Just an opportunity to play for Coach Pop, play with Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu, and the rest of the guys. It was a great opportunity for me. And, you know, at the end of the day, I want to win a championship.
Showtime, man.
Good, let me play it out, please.
Next, we give you a courtside seat in Sounds of the Game.
Happy Easter. How you doing? Everything's good?
It came to see you.
All right.
So let's make sure we start off at a good pace, move the basketball, run the floor, take your open shots, but defensively, talk, understand where we are.
14! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go, yo. Let's come out hard, baby. Hard work. 1, 2, 3.
There's a lot of teams playing for position.
Dwyane Wade, another 2. He's got 55.
Somebody's got to talk. What are we doing?
11 offensive rebounds already. We ain't even at halftime.
Play defense and rebound, you know, that's what we need.
I mean, right now, I can guard y'all.
Jay Triano is ticked. He's trying to break that clipboard. They want you to shoot jump shots. Let's go to the basket.
Tempo, pace. Gentlemen, I think you got to understand, you have not played very well, and you got a tie basketball game.
Scoring will come naturally. It just happened.
You think he was going to dunk it?
No, I did not think he was going to dunk it.
Extra passes will score. We play together, we'll score.
So the Cavaliers have a brand new franchise record for home court wins in a season. Hey, talk! Communicate!
We got to play together.
Both teams are treating it like a playoff game.
It's a statement game throughout the league.
Putting destiny in our hands.
It's going to be a great challenge for us to be ready for playoffs.
We don't.
Welcome back to NBA action. Now it's time for the top 10 plays of the week in our courtside countdown. We start at number 10 with the launch of a rocket. Ron Artest.
There's Artest with a slam.
Wow, that's something we don't see very often.
At 9, another gem from LeBron James.
Here comes LeBron bursting. Puts it up with the left hand on an absolutely sick finish. He'll muscle his way to the line for an and-one.
At 8 is LeBron's teammate, Mo Williams.
Finding Williams. Williams flips it up and banks it in. Pretty shot from Mo Williams.
The body of the shield. Outstanding finish.
At 7 is Rudy Gay with a strong move to the rim.
And that's what the official stats are. Rudy Gay, a big-time jab down that right side.
At 6, the alley-oop for Jared Bayless.
Lob. Bayless with one hand from Sergio. Like I said, Bayless can climb the ladder with anyone.
At 5 is Luke Walton's pretty pass for Shannon Brown.
Squirt free. And on the trail, Shannon Brown from Luke Walton throwing it down with a foul. Man, oh man, you think they like it a little?
At number 4 is the Thunder's Jeff Green.
It's out to Green. Pump fake. Here he comes. Side to the bird. Count it and a foul. That's a great move by Jeff Green.
In at number 3, Rasul Butler bails out the Hornets.
It's Butler with 2, with 1, a 3 to tie. He did it! He did it! He drained it at the buzzer, and we're going to overtime on a desperation 3. Rasul found a pot of gold.
At 2, the Wizards' Caron Butler shoots for the win.
Butler has yet to make his move. Now he does. Gets separation. Got it. Caron Butler at the buzzer. 198.
And number 1 is another game winner from the Mavericks, Jason Terry.
It's into Terry. Baseline fadeaway. At the buzzer with 2/10 of a second to go. Dallas leads it. It's Jason Terry.
That's our show for this week. I'm Ian Eagle for NBA Action. We'll see you next time.